Okay, sorry about that. My OBS stream. So yesterday I was trying to configure my OBS and all of my audio feeds got reset. And I didn't realize it until literally just now. So it's fixed though. So we're good now. But I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, I need to not open up Overwatch yet. I almost made an amateur mistake. Um, I hope everyone's doing well today. I hope everyone's doing well. It is the first of the month. Everyone play the Playboy Cardi song. We're gonna do great things. Today is gonna be coaching. Kind of gonna just depend on how many people we get in with the requests. There is a new patch, so if you did have a code before, it got wiped. It got wiped on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, Tuesday. So just keep that in mind if you are submitting a code today, that your code may have gotten reset in the wipe. I did wake up like an hour ago, which is why I didn't get to fix the Twitch thing. But the plan for today is to do coaching for about 6 hours. So we're gonna be doing a lot of coaching today. Lots and lots of coaching. We could do some gameplay, but it will just depend on how many people are here, basically. As stream noties, we are live with coaching. Lady's been queuing support, hard lucky. Although, by the way, guys, good to see everybody. Juica, Poppy, Pillboy, Karami, good to see everybody. Hydrated, good to see everyone. I hope you guys are well. Oh, I almost doxed myself again. I'm a big fan of doxing myself, apparently. Let me do this. Let me go to this. Let me do. Boom. Uncle, what happened to your PC if you kept the bot going 24/7? Nothing, but it's just kind of annoying to leave it up. Which is why I was leaking my OBS. Which is why I don't do it. Let me move this. Okay. Let me also spin up the bot now I think about it. It's good you guys mentioned that. But I have excellent news. Dare I say brilliant news, guys. We did it. We did it. The spreadsheet upgrade is finished. Yippee! It's done. It has been finished. I've finished it. You guys are now gonna have access to the most elite, most elite spreadsheet. Let me show you guys in just a second. Hold on, I gotta run the bot. Venv scripts activate Python main.py. Okay, the bot is running now. Okay, let me pull up the spreadsheet for you guys real quick so you can take a look. You can get the new template by doing exclamation mark spreadsheet, and I changed the link yesterday. So it should be up to date with the newest one. So if you guys do exclamation mark spreadsheet, you will be able to find the new template and then be able to use it. So I highly recommend you guys use it. Let me switch to Firefox so I can show you the new template. Boom. Perfect. We go to Drive. Bro. Google Drive. Alright. Look at this. Look at this, guys. It's actually fire. One Soultail Overwatch Tracker template. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is what we've all been waiting for, guys. So, oh wait. Don't make a copy yet. Let me delete all the sample data. Okay, wait. Let me just show you with the sample data, and then I'll delete all the sample data. Okay. So, basically, welcome to the new template. It is slightly different than all the other templates. The biggest things that are added is that, let me hide all of this, by the way, we don't need any of that. So there's a few new things that got added. Number one is there is now a hero analysis page, which is really nice. It will show you, also I need to fix this. These all need to be percentages. Let me do this real quick. But basically, this hero analysis page will show you your hero breakdown per season of basically who you're playing. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Why is it doing this? It's actually so annoying. We do percentage, and then we're gonna do this, and then but yeah, so this page will show you your hero breakdown per season. You can also filter it by like overall if you want as well. And then I also have it where on the spreadsheet you can now filter based on a few different things that are brand new as well. So now on every single sheet you can filter by if you're playing in a competitive mode, aka 5v5 or 6v6, as well as if you are stacking solo, playing stacked or solo. And the way you indicate that is in the initial notes sheet, you check a box whether or not you're in 6v6 or stack. Okay, so it's gonna be really easy. So basically, if you solo queue 5v5 the entire time, you're just gonna be putting in your normal data like this all the way down. Okay, so it will be super easy for you guys. And then now I have a new tab, which is right here. It's called the summary tab, which means that you guys no longer need to share your spreadsheet with me. Now all you need to do is screenshot this page and send it in the Discord, and then you're done. You're done. No more sharing. No more going up to the top right and clicking share nonsense. You just copy paste this. And this gives me a lot of data that I need as your guys' coach to be able to help you. So it gives me like how much you're playing in X amount of days. It gives me your role breakdown, your hero breakdown, so on and so forth. It's very useful. Very useful. And yeah, so there's this. And then it's basically just this analysis stuff. I didn't really change too much of it. I just added more filters, which makes it a lot easier to use. Also, there's a new information tab here, which whenever a new season is added or a new map is added or something like that, you can just do the data entry here and it fixes your spreadsheet automatically. It will automatically update your spreadsheet with new things. So for example, if I type in, if Triple T got added to Overwatch and here's a DPS hero, you could type it in there and then you could go to game data and then it will automatically update that Triple T is in the game. Yeah, see, Triple T. So it automatically updates your spreadsheet for you, which is really nice. So you don't have to do anything else other than add it into this information tab. And then I also made an example game data tab. People ask me, Tail, what makes good notes? Tail, how do I take notes properly? Yada, yada. What about if in this situation or that situation? Well, now you don't have to ask me anymore. You can just check in the spreadsheet itself for notes. And I also explain if something is a bad note, why it's a bad note, and how you could have made it better. Okay. So this is going to be the new system. I encourage you guys to make a copy and then copy paste all your data over and start using this copy. And then if you run into any issues, let me know. Let me know. Benoro, thank you for the follow. But yes, this is going to be what we look at moving forward. So definitely move spreadsheets now. And then if there's any issues, let me know. This is so far, dude. It came out amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's now done. So the next big project. So let me just open up Paint and illustrate to you guys kind of what the next big projects are. Let me do desktop Overwatch. Okay. So here is, bro, Epic, get off my screen. Okay. So we just finished spreadsheet V2. This was the big project that I've been working on for the last, who knows how long. The next thing I need to do is I need to make the video for this. And then once that's done, the next project to work on is Worminator. And what is Worminator? It's our Discord bot, and it's also just like the way that we do coaching and community, like community loyalty, basically. So upgrading Worminator to do a few different things is going to be the next big like project. So it's going to be rehauling or overhauling the raffle system. So basically, I need to add things like multipliers. The goal is that new people have a multiplier for how many tickets they get into the raffle. And then there's going to be a few other things as well. Like I want to give Twitch subs a slight advantage, right? You're going to get like it's not going to be anything crazy like 1.1 times multiplier, but you still have an advantage. But Worminator is going to be the next thing that we really upgrade moving forward. So exciting. Fully upgrade? Yep, we did work very hard on that. What is the easiest way of copying over? So the way I designed it is that you are literally able to just copy paste all the old data. So for example, let me see if I have old, here it is. Okay. So I don't have any sample data, but all you guys do is you're going to drag all of your data here, Control C, then you're going to Control Shift V starting in this date column, and then it will transfer everything over, and you should be fine. Because I made it where it's 1-to-1. It should be 1-to-1. Date map hero outcome. Date map hero outcome. Yeah. So you just copy paste it over starting in this top left cell for date, and you should be fine. But also, sorry, let me delete all the sample data. Let me delete all the sample data. There you go. Sorry about that. You should be good now. But yes. Good morning, Eddie. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, but you guys should be able to copy everything over, and it should be working good. There is a bunch of conditional formatting. Okay, the only thing about this is this spreadsheet is slower than the other spreadsheet. It's not as lean, I guess you could put it. But the thing that you should know is that even though it's slower, it shouldn't impact how you use the spreadsheet. And it's only slower because I run like 1 billion more calculations with this one. So yeah. Anyway. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and run a new raffle, 300. So if you guys want to enter the raffle to get free coaching for today, please do ! Enter to enter the raffle and ! Claim to claim a ticket to be more likely to win in the future. But Table Clock, good to see you. Speed, everybody, Pillboy, hope you guys are doing well today. Hope everyone's having fun on this fine Friday. Today we're going to be going for, I think, about 6 hours, yeah. And then we can do comp at the end if I feel like it. We'll just kind of see. But yeah, so I worked really hard on finishing this. It is my finals week, so I'm going to be doing a lot of projects over the next week. So don't expect really, like, I wanted to get this done before I graduated, so it was really important that I did this, but don't expect much more going into the next week though. Not having a good Friday, bro. Team can't play Overwatch. This is actually so sad. Who are we if we don't have Overwatch truly? If I don't play Overwatch, it's like I'm not the same man. But yes. So start using this spreadsheet template. By the way, guys, if you missed it, you can do ! Spreadsheet to get the spreadsheet. I haven't updated it in the Discord yet, so we'll update it in the Discord, and then you guys will be able to see that as well there. It should be nice. At once told Tail, I got matched up into Defran today, but my teammates banned my support's hero, so they ran it down. That's actually an insane W game. We love the Overwatch community and how they just ruin games for no reason. It's actually epic. Hey, Tail, I think my tickets have been reset. Do they reset every so often? No, they don't reset. If you think you don't have the right amount of tickets, ping me in the Discord and I can look at the old record and then compare it. Wait, is a raffle open? Yes, there's a raffle open. But yeah, so the goal for today is to do probably somewhere around like 6 VODs. And then we can kind of go from there. If you guys haven't seen, by the way, there's a new collab. Well, it's not technically new, but there's new skins in the collab. So they did Diablo again. They added the Freya skin. Skin's okay. I don't really mind it that much. They added the Mephisto skin for Ram, but this skin is fire. He's like it's kind of a little bit jarring because he's so skinny. But I mean, it's still good. I like this skin. It's nice. And I think he has this highlight intro as well. It's a little bit goofy, but it's funny. I mean, it's cool. And there's this Brig Paladin skin, which is cool. Neat highlight intro. I think the Malga skin is probably the best skin out of all of them. It's like such a totally different direction. I mean, they just kind of killed it with this. Like, the model just looks really good. This kind of reminds me of like all of the Roadhog skins that actually change his face. This is very similar. And then the Sombra skin, this is just a recolor of the Demon Hunter skin that's been in the game for a long time. Look at the Ram highlight without the skin. Yeah, he just starts screaming. I saw it on TikTok. Like if I just pull it up. Whoops. Highlight intro. It's a little bit goofy, but you know what? It's still, you know, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, and there's also the Weaver skin. This Weaver skin is actually fire. Oh, wait, I didn't know he had a highlight intro. Oh, it's a little bit lame, but it's cool. Weaver always gets some of the best skins. Like, one of the best skins in the game is the Weaver Angel skin. That skin is so fire. What's it called? Not Sovereign. Unowned. What is it called? Adam? No, Adam is the Nier Automata one. What is it called? Harbinger. This skin is fire. This skin is actually way too good. Like, I don't know what the fuck the like 3D artists were getting paid, but they got the fucking big bucks for this skin. Like, it's actually insane to me. This skin is so good, and the eyeballs move. Like, this is crazy. If we were to tell good skins, yeah, exactly. If I delete the 6v6 in stat columns from sheet, will it break it? Yes. Okay, so don't delete them. If you guys don't want to look at those columns, you need to hide them. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna select the top here, so A and B, right click, and then hide the columns, and then you can do whatever you want. So if you just 5v5 in solo the whole time, just hide those two columns and then type everything else. Okay, so that's how you do that. Tail, what's your top 5 mythic skins? Top 5 mythic skins, very good question. Unironically, I think the new Mercy mythic is the top 5 for sure. This skin is fire. I mean, not this colorway, but this skin is actually fire. They actually cook with this. I actually love this skin, but you have to use the first wings. Wait, no. You have to, wait, what? There's like one of the wings that's like mega ugly. Wait, where's like the normal wings? Oh yeah, it's this one. These are the best wings. This skin is actually fire. They actually cook with this. But if you use like these wings, like, bro, what are we doing? Like, especially if you're using these wings, come on, guys. Come on, bro. It's gotta be Mercy is up there. What other skins are fire? Again, dude, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them are just mid. The Moira one is really good. I really like the Moira one. Dude, there's so many that are just mid. I don't know. The Genji one is cool. The Junkrat one's cool. I don't know. I'd have to like think about it. It's not like an easy. Bro, not even picking the cast mythic. I mean, guys, let's be real.
Someone needs to chase these.
Guys, let's be real. It's okay. It's not like great. It's okay. It looks cool, but like this literal thing here is actually just pay to lose. Our last night in Savubi, thank you for the follows. Welcome to Bug Nation. Hope you guys are doing well. Straight buns. Yes, this is true. Bro, it was overhated. Okay. Which one? The Mercy one or the cast one? I like the mid-season May for the girlies. Wait, that one is actually fire too. I think it's okay though. Like, I don't think it's crazy. Like, this is giving like the artists phoned it in a little bit, you know? It's not giving, like, for me, like, okay, and the reason, okay, look at this. There's this May skin. It's good. Like, it's good. But then they made this Mercy skin. Like, what the fuck am I, like, what? Like, this Mercy skin is just like way too fire. Like, when shit hits the fan and they gotta pump, when they gotta print money, they said, let me cook. Like, you know, they got the capability of doing so. They have the artists. That's what I'm saying. Like, this skin is way too fire. Actually, this skin is way too good. You know, oh, you know what the worst mythic skin is, and it's not even close? It's this one. This mythic skin is so unbelievably mid. I can't even, it doesn't even look like a mythic skin. It looks like a legendary skin. The Weaver one is not good at all. I mean, he looks cool in iridescent, but that's literally just iridescent being iridescent. Like, the actual skin is so mid. Life Weaver and cast one suck? Yeah, the cast one's not very good either. Didn't even know it existed? Yes, exactly. Bro, what about Hanzo? The Hanzo one, the bow is at least cool. Look. Like, it's at least interesting. Doom is ass? That's actually cap. That's actually cap. The Doom one is fire. The Doom one is actually so tough. Dude, whenever I shoot this in this mythic, I feel like I'm taken back to feudal Japan and I'm like a ghost and like sniping people with a bow and arrow. Like I feel like I can play the part, you know what I'm saying? I like Kiri and Joker Queen. I also like both those skins as well. Like the earlier ones, they kind of cooked on. And they sometimes hit on... I feel like they're definitely way better on the mythic guns than they are the actual mythic skins. But maybe I'm not the target audience. I also like the soldier one. I think the soldier one's good. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, let's get into the coaching. What's going on here? Who won? Timer ended. Midas. Midas, congratulations. You've been selected for coaching. Let's do great things. Let's do excellent things. Let's figure it out. Let's open up the Discord. He looks a bit fat though. He's got like big shoulders. On the soldier mythic. Wait, what map? King's Row. Okay, bet. Figure Royale. Hollywood. Where is it? Oh, King's Row. Okay, bet. I think my notes encase my issues pretty well. Okay, sure. We got lots of notes. Lots of notes. Missing questions. We need more questions. We are surely Delta a lot here. Yeah, we are Delta 11. This is fantastic. We love this for you. King's Row. Maybe it's this one. I want to see how this plays when I go way deeper on some of my right side attacking angles. Okay. Sure. Don't cut short when flipping the map. Keep going. Super sloppy micro. Nice. Getting another chance to put things we've been working on to work. So happy with first rounds. Okay, be more specific. Why are you not happy with your first round? Why didn't you deepen the angle? Could you have deepened the angle? What did you miss? What did you get correct? Okay, let me make it bigger for you guys, by the way. Like, I need you to be more specific. You guys need to be more specific whenever you write notes, okay? Not happy with first round. Why? Didn't deepen angles. Why? Path up for the first time. This last sentence is fine, but everything else needs more reason. Okay. The things have been lab. Okay, wait. I want to see how this plays when I go deeper on some of my right side attacking flanks. When can you go on those flanks? Why didn't you do it this game? Yeah, so on and so forth. Explain yourself. What makes Cass better than Ash? Cass doesn't have to ADS to shoot people. Number one. Number two, Cass has close range burst, which is very important in Overwatch. And then, I mean, that's kind of it. Cass also has less downtime for reloading. Ash has to reload a lot. He's also just a really good duelist because of flashbang. I love the soldier one too. I can't wait for the 20th high-tech future swag LED skin. Yeah, we need 1 billion more of those, please. Like RGX and Valorant, basically. Okay. Let me open the code. Let's investigate. This is going to be platinum. Okay. History, replays, imports. Boom. And then I also need to open up Epic Pen. I forgot to do that before stream. So that's my bad. View.
Ready for battle.
Then we're going to do... Where's my Epic Pen at? Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice. We have Epic Pen now. And then I need to... boot up. Oh, did I just... Oh no, we're good. Where's my second instance of Overwatch? Here it is. Okay, so now I need to do this. Custom games. Maps. I need King's Row. Okay, if you guys have any questions along the way, please feel to ask. Feel free to ask. Okay, I missed a word there. That's my bad. But feel free to ask. I'd love to answer them along the way. Just let me know. First live VOD of you and catching. Let's go. Savubi, we love that for you. Welcome to the community. It's good to have you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Okay, let's turn this down a little bit. Let's also do, go to the settings. Turn this to 8. Boom. Nice. Okay, someone has already died. Let's see what's going on here. And then this is plat. Let me change it to plat real quick. Boom. Okay, bet. Okay, so Kings Row. So on Kings Row, there's pretty much one way you want to play the defense, okay? There's kind of two schools of thought, but one way to do it, in my opinion. So typically what you want to do is you want to poke the choke, right? This is a very common concept in Overwatch, which is if there's a choke, you want to hold for it. So how do you hold for this choke as Cassidy? Well, depending on the situation, you can either hold in hotel or you can hold in this main area here. Okay, you want to prefer the hotel position because from the hotel position, you have a lot of options available to you. So if the enemy team walks past you, like through statue like this, you get the opportunity to shoot them in the side as they walk past you. But also if they walk past you and don't clear hotel, you are now gifted the opportunity to make this rotation behind them, which is really strong. So it's a really high map control play as well, because if you think about it from the attacker POV, what do they normally want to do? They're going to want to like walk around the statue and force a different angle, particularly down hotel, to try to get a flank on your team on the point. And you make that impossible by standing in hotel. So you being here gives your team a ton of map control. It actually makes it really comfortable to hold for this main space here. So I really enjoy the hotel play. Alternatively, you can play in main. The only time you really want to play in main is when you already have another DPS in the hotel angle. Typically, these are going to be things like your Reaper, your Mei, your Junkrats. These are all different heroes that really love to play in hotel here. So if you already have an ally DPS in this position, do not stack with that guy. Do not stack with them. Go play in main and deny the main space. The reason main isn't really that good for Cassidy is because you can get outranged here pretty easily. A lot of really common hit scan on this map are going to be things like Ashe, things like Sojourn, things like Hanzo, right? People love playing these heroes on Kings Row. So if you play in main, it's really easy for you to get outranged. Let me show you what this looks like. Oh, I need to resolve, by the way. Let me do a resolve. Oh, there you go. Now you guys have your tickets. Thanks, happy to be here. Love the YouTube videos. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Also, we got really good reception on the gameplay videos, by the way, guys. So I'll probably do more of those. But yeah, so here's how you play this angle. You're going to stand here like this. You're back against this wall. And then you're going to line yourself up with the edge of this thing like this. You see how this edge is like almost flat? The reason you want to do this is if you stand further left, you can actually get spotted by the people in hotel, or sorry, in theater, and they can clear you by just standing there. So for example, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to take a fight with this guy, because the guy that's here shooting the guy in hotel is going to outrange you. Notice the ping, 33 meters. That's out of Cassie's effective range. That's not a fight you want to be taking. So you just put your back against this wall and you wait for them to come out. Wait for them to come out and just shoot them. That's all you do. And then you roll backwards here to live, get healing, and then go back. That's it. Okay. So that's how you play hotel here. So let's look at the gameplay. Oops. There we go.
All right, let's move out.
Okay, so we just stand here. This is console, it looks like. Yeah, this has to be console. Yeah, that's fine. I like see the aim assist. I'm going to set up a rival coaching school thought based on chronic style, bottomless, resource pit, hit scan, turret, and main kind of mentality. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need all 5 players to accommodate for the hit scan. Okay, that idea was fine, by the way, for the Ana. Okay, I don't like this from you, Midas. Okay, guys, what's Midas's mistake? For a ticket, what's the mistake? Who knows? What's going wrong here? So we're in hotel, which is that's so weird. We're in hotel, which is the position that Tail always says to play in, but we're somehow making a mistake. Walking up too much, moving while shooting. Yeah, it's all of these. It's literally all of these. I'm gonna give it to Pillboy. Why are we moving? Stop moving. Okay. Actually, what you need to do, Midas, in situations like this, just stand here and shoot them. It's super easy. Sephard, thank you for the Prime subscription. Much appreciated. Oh, I forgot to run ads. No. That's okay. We're just gonna have pre-rolls for the next like hour. My bad. I actually totally forgot. That's actually my bad. But Sephard, thank you for the Prime subscription. I really appreciate it. But yeah, you have to stop moving here. You're making it difficult to shoot. Also, I want to point out that if you got walked on right now, look at this. Look how far away you are from anything. right? You'd have to roll backwards, and then you're still in LOS to the enemies, even if you roll. No, that's 20 cents down the drain. It's not really for the money. It's just like for the convenience. Because now when people tune into the stream, there's going to be pre-rolls, which is annoying. But yeah. Yeah, we can't move here. Also, I need to add ticket Pillboy real quick. Add ticket Pillboy. What is this number? It's like 17, right? Pillboy 17, yeah. Okay, my bad. I also spelled ticket wrong. I need to make it where the mods can add tickets, bro. I need to add. It's gonna be way easier. I spelled it wrong. Oh my gosh. Add ticket Pillboy 1. There we go. All right, problem solved. Anyway, let's continue. The stream is just break, just end it. Yeah, it's time to back it up, guys. My time as a content creator has come to an end. Okay, exactly what Midas is doing here is what you guys all need to do on King's Row. You just stand here. I mean, you got a little bit scared. There's no reason to roll there. He's not even pushing you. But the idea of being in this position is correct. Okay, shoot the Ana, shoot the Kiriko. Deny the backline rotation. You're playing this way too scared, though. No one is even pushing you. Okay? No one is pushing you. Just shoot your gun. Like, why are we backing up like this when we're not even getting marked? You need to be braver here. You're way too scared on this angle. Shoot Sigma. And then we just end here again. This is awesome. How do you even get the slash in there? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. Wait, did it not work? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. There you go. Problem solved. Yeah, I got it right the first time, as usual. All right. Shoot Sigma. Roll backwards. This is when you roll backwards, okay? You're half HP. And you take a bunch of spam. Now you roll backwards. This is what we want. Okay. Just shoot people. Literally just shoot people. This is exactly why King's Row is such a boring map. Because this is your best play. There's nothing else to do. Why am I getting bullied by my own chat? Guys, I made a mistake. I apologize. I made a mistake. I added a slash. What is there to do? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what else you're supposed to do here. This is kind of brutal. Hey, Tal, when I ask how to deal with situations of getting poked when standing at an off angle, does it mean that I engage too early? Typically, it means you're too early. Yeah. If you're getting poked on an angle, you either are on a bad angle to begin with in the matchup, or you're too early. And being too early is an awareness issue. Or is it a normal issue just that I have to play with cover carefully? It's just going to depend. Like, you'd have to send me the code. The problem with that question, Albert, is that it's too difficult to know. I'd have to actually see the situation. Because it could be that you're too early. It could be the matchup. It could be the map. It could be a bunch of different things. Matching intentions with 2 team mirrors is fine, by the way. But one thing I'll point out, Midas, is that if you are going to match intentions, your idea should not be to go wide here, like this. Your idea should be to go actually around the statue. So if you're going to peek, don't do this. Actually do this. Because it's difficult to rotate out of this position, right? You have no cover here. But if you're in this position, you have cover at least whenever you're looking to make a rotation. Okay, it is a longer rotation, but it is safer in this situation. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Shoot Sigma. Shoot Farah. And then here, you need to walk forward and match intentions. Because your team is looking to fight to hold this space right now. Like, if we zoom out and look at your formation here, everyone is fighting, right? Let's do this. Boom. Mei is fighting. Your Domina is fighting. Your Mercy is fighting. And so is your Juno. Everyone is fighting for this. You are postured too passively here. You're in good space. Like, this is the correct side of the map to be in. But we need to be shooting them actively. We need to be walking actively on these guys. Okay? That's the only thing. Always having a clear route out is something I picked up from these VODs. Very helpful mentally. Yes. It is very important. It's like arguably the most important positioning concept to know. Very, very important. How do I track if I'm in duo or solo in the new spreadsheet? There's a stack column. You just tick the box. Yeah, so here you just need to be braver. Like, what you typically want to do is as the enemy team walks past you like this, you want to... This is exactly why we play here, by the way. You're going to do this. Walk, 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 walk. And then you're going to flip into their map like this. Or into their side. Midas, have you ever made this play? I feel like you've never made this play before. Okay, next time you're given this... Yes? Okay, well, I needed that from you here. I need you to commit to this fight because your team is committing, right? You have to do something to win this. So you stand in this... You stand in a hotel for too long. This Deadeye's way too late. The fight's lost. Might do it later in the VOD? Okay. We'll see. Okay. Go up top. So here we're establishing top control. So this is a very important part of King's Row. On attack and defense, make sure you're using this high ground. It's broken OP unpatched method. Okay. Because here's the thing. On attack, it's really difficult to actually clear the high ground. To clear the high ground on most heroes, you actually need to like walk all the way around the staircase and go. You have to commit a ton of time to clear it. Okay. And once you're here, you can just shoot everybody on the card. It's so annoying. You're hard to, like, it's hard to deal with you. Most of the common tanks in this game can't even clear this position. Only divas and Winstons and balls and stuff like that can actually clear the position. So if they're not playing a tank like that, you get to just stand up here for free. But also, if you're a defender, you want to stop them from using this space. So stop this Ashe from using this space and then shoot people in the back as well. It's really strong. You should pretty much always be preferring the high ground unless they're playing like 3 heroes that can all mark you or a tank that can take this space aggressively. Like if they're playing Diva, you probably should avoid playing this position, which is why Diva counters you, by the way, as a cast player. But if they're playing like Genji, Mercy, Pharah, then it can be a little bit tough. But they're only playing Pharah, which is the biggest concern here. And things like Ashe, we're not really worried about because you win these gunfights, right? From here to the Ashe, this is in our effective range. This is like 20 some odd meters. You always win that. Yeah. Nice job. Okay, stand here, shoot people. I'd actually prefer you not stand in this position, by the way. I'd prefer you stand at this door because standing at this window is slightly better because you do have an additional angle onto backline here. But more importantly, if people come up this staircase, the fight is a lot more winning for you. So let me just show you. Let me walk over there real quick. So this is a little bit of a min-max, so you don't have to beat yourself up for this, but it would make your position slightly stronger. So instead of playing at that far window, if you play this window here like this, not only can you peek the backline, but also someone pushes you. Notice that I'm in flash range. Okay. The problem is, so the advantage of playing way back here is that if they do come clear you, you're way further away. But I would argue that if you play this window, you can hear them as they push you, right? You can hear them like walk through that way to push you. So then you can leave. What's the range from the window to the statue? 29 meters, but they're like in main like this, right? Yeah, they're in main, like they're in your effective range. Yeah. Keep in mind, guys, Cassie's effective range is 25 to 35 meters. If you ever don't know, a quick tip is that if you need to see how far something is, you can ping, which is, I think it's middle click by default. I can't remember if I bound it or not, but you can ping and it'll tell you how far something is. So that's 25 meters. And then this should be about 35. Okay, that's 40. So that's 35-ish. So Cassie's effective range is in between these things. So quick tip. Okay. Okay, we get poked out of the angle. So the only thing about this is that when you take poke here, you get way too scared. Right, you take half your health. You need to see that the Ashe is all the way across the map. She can't finish you from there. Right, so just stand here, get out of combat healing, and then walk back. Because now, look how long you're out of the fight. Let me just look at it again. You take damage here. So you are out of the fight starting at 257. You're out of the fight for 13 seconds. I mean, even longer because you're not even peeking yet. So let's go, like, okay, actually, yeah, 13 seconds of downtime. You could have had 5 seconds of downtime. Out of combat healing is like 5 seconds, I think, before you start getting it. So just stand here, get it, and then go back. What's the distance of Doom's charge punch? I have literally no idea. You'll have to look it up. Like, I need you to... Okay, like, here's the problem. You're controlling the space, which is good, but you're way too scared when you take these fights. Like, Midas, when you're here, I need you to roll. If you know she's there, you need to roll across the gap, stand here, and force her to deal with you, right? And then if you lose the fight, fine, roll back or something. I feel she gets to her current position too quick for that. For what? For just standing here? No, she can't clear. She literally can't clear you if you stand here. Like, you're unclearable. Look. Like, if I'm Ash... And also, if you... Okay, so she was on that side of the map. She shoots you. You leave. Once you leave that window, you are basically, from her perspective, quantumly uncertain. Okay? You literally don't exist anymore. You could be anywhere. So, you are here. You get shot, and then you leave. From the Ash's POV, you could be in any of these positions. Any of these positions. Anything in this pink circle or square, you could be in right now. She has no idea where you're at. Okay? So, like, it's fine. You just stand here, get out of combat healing, so when she takes this push, you swing her, and then you win the fight. Okay. Kale is banning Lucio the play on Alex. Yeah, I mean, banning speed heroes is really good as Cassidy. Okay, so on this Ash fight, we aim at... Look at this, by the way. You swing the corner, and you're aiming at feet level. Miss the shot as a result. We get coach guns, and it's just like kind of this. Okay, I need you to aim at head level as you turn corners. So almost using presence alone to zone her out of height. I mean, basically, but like, you can complicate it and make it a concept like that, or you can just think about, I should have just stayed there and fought her because I could. The Ash 1v1 is good for you. It's winning. Cass is not. You only lose in the 1v1 if you're playing out of your effective range. You also need to not pick the angle here. Literally just rat. You had the right idea, right? You can see your Mei, and you can see her start getting fought. She's way too overextended. You don't have a tank here, so the chance of you winning this fight is minimal. It's like sub 10%. So you don't swing. Just stand here. And because you swing, now the Sigma knows where you're at, and it's very likely you get cleared in this position. So you needed to not peek at all. You also need to stop moving. When you're a rat, okay, it's also too early. There's a few mistakes here. So if you're in a rat position like this, where you're waiting for your team to come back, you have to stop moving because the enemy team can hear you move. They can hear you move, right? Like look at this. Do you hear that? Do you guys hear that? Let me turn it up. Okay, look. He can hear you move. It's so loud. It's just that this guy's probably playing on a TV and he doesn't clear you. Right? You have to stop moving because these people in higher elo, they will come clear you and you will die and you will throw the entire fight. You have to stop moving. Have to. It's a requirement. You will throw games if you keep moving in positions like this. Also, you swing too early. This is fine. I see why you're doing it. So the reason swinging now is actually fine is because you saw your dominant start walking. So if you peek now, you're going to start alleviating pressure early. So it's not that bad. Do you have any videos coaching tracers? No, only Cass at the moment. I will coach more heroes in the future, but only Cass right now. Yeah, so I don't mind this idea. I like that you're limit testing with an idea like this, but I need you to understand that part of the value of being in a position like this is to alleviate the pressure of your down main for your tank. So because you roll here early and you don't keep fighting, now everyone on the enemy team has the capacity of just spamming main, and it's really difficult for your team to play the game, right? So you needed to not go for this flank. You need to prioritize uptime in situations like this, because this shows me that you have a misunderstanding of why the angle here was actually good. Okay, you want to be on this angle to stop the enemy team from spamming 5 guys down main. Okay, that's kind of the idea. You want to stop that from happening. If you can just force 2 to 3 people to shoot you, that's the goal. That's the goal. Get 2 people to shoot at you and you don't die. That way your tank can walk in. That's the whole idea. Yeah, and this rotation is too long, but I mean, I'm glad you're trying it. Like, this idea of let me go flank is awesome. It's just that this ended up being a poor application of it. Okay? So the reason that this is bad is because you just didn't really see the core idea here, which is you need to alleviate pressure in main. Okay, let's keep going. So for the record, how you would have played this, let me just walk over there. I'll just show you real quick. So here's what you needed to do. So first of all, the big mistake that I talked about a lot is you needed to stop moving. Here's how you would play this. You would just stand here like this, aim at head level, and then just wait. You're just going to wait. Sometimes you can turn a little bit just to see where your team is, but you don't even want to do that too much. Because if you don't know, if you turn around, you make a footstep in Overwatch. Even though it doesn't make any noise on your screen, it makes noise from the enemies. POV. So just be careful about that. So then you, as your team walks up, you're going to peek. Then you're going to do this, go wide, and then you're just going to stand here like this and shoot people the whole time. Okay. Do as much damage as possible. If you have Deadeye, you can use Deadeye, whatever. That's the whole idea. But if you just go around them while shooting, but not going top, well, then you have to make this rotation, which is like a 10-second rotation. And you need pressure now. Is the thing. Why sitting emote is broken? Yeah, you could have also used the sitting emote here if you wanted. So for example, you could come here and then pop the sitting emote, and then you can look around the wall. Like, notice I can look into main with this. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you would have played that. Okay. Okay, miraculously we live. Go backline. This is the same problem. Look, you swing this angle, no one is looking at you. We're moving. We're still moving. I know he's in Bastional, but we're still moving. Yeah. Okay. So I don't really care about that death because you were put in that position because of your previous play. Or up in the hammer. Yeah. This is fine, by the way. Coming left side to shoot the Ana is actually awesome. Instead of just shooting tank. Okay. I want to point this out. Like, pretty big movement error here. Like, I don't really mind you rolling, but if you roll, you should be going wide and playing cover, right? Something like that. You also typically want to use roll to dodge things. And I don't even think we use it to dodge sleep here. Let me see. No, you don't. You use cover to dodge it, and then you roll wide here. Yeah, so now you're wide with no movement cooldown. You can't roll like this. Yeah, you also should be using Silver Bullet here. Yeah, this is a bad roll. Like, at the very minimum, you should be using roll to dodge cooldowns or roll across the gap there. Okay, I didn't mind this idea. Like, that idea was good. Your execution was sloppy. Okay, so minus whenever you're VOD reviewing, I need you to think about, okay, I'm on a flank, which is something Tail recommends often. Why am I not converting kills? Okay, so you're going to open up the VOD reviewer, the code, the replay code, and you're going to think about, was my movement good? How am I using roll? Did I use Silver Bullet? Am I aiming at head level? Stuff like that. Okay. Roll for swag, because if he hits the shot, that's 1 million aura. Basically, that's what it is. He needed to use aura farm. Okay, we are AFK and we take 1 million damage. Okay, we're back. It's fine. We come left side bus. Spam wall. Okay. Your Maga loves going AFK in the choke. You know what? It is what it is. So at this point, you need to make the executive decision and realize, okay, my tank plays super scared. So I'm just going to come right side, walk through theater, and then drop out the window. Okay, this needs to be your decision making. Okay, that guy's dead. Okay, so now you need to go back into your spawn and go into theater. Okay, so I just want to talk about the attack really briefly here, by the way. So what your idea should be generally on King's Row is you have 2 options. You want to either walk through left side bus and then force choke like this with your tank, or you want to come right side and drop out the window and look for this rotation. This rotation here is really good if your tank gets stuck in the choke. you want to prefer this main angle whenever you have either the range advantage, like you're playing into double flex DPS, for example, or you have something like a sniper. If you have something like a Widow, going for these flank plays can be a little bit less strong because you can just spam main and so on and so forth. And bro, rage swaps to Hog. He does rage swap to Hog. That's actually a brutal swap. I feel like it's okay here. It's not terrible. Okay, but I feel like we're not going to do very much in this position. Okay, almost get walled. Okay, so you needed to make the theater rotation at any point here. Like what your Bastion is doing, you need to honestly even still do that because your tank's not walking. Okay, thank you Bastion for getting a free kill. That's epic. Honestly, I commend you for this bravery. This is a little bit crazy, but honestly, I'm here for it. Yeah, this is insane. You actually just walk past everybody and roll through them. So typically, if you're going to do something like this, you don't roll into hotel. You like roll wide because this opens up more space for your team. Like think about it. Like if they're playing defense correctly, what are they going to do? Like good defenders are going to stand in hotel. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why this position is really good is you stop rotations like this as well. So good defenders are just going to stand here and then you just died. You just died for no reason. But if you had went wide here, typically what ends up happening is people don't hold this space very aggressively. Like they'll stand here and you can typically take this space from them. But here, it's really hard to clear the guy in hotel, so I prefer you not make this rotation. If you are going to be aggressive and push, go wide like this. Okay. Whoops, there's a squiggle on the screen. And then this is way too scared again, right? You're so far away from the enemy team. You need to be playing this corner here and just shooting them. I like the idea of what you're doing, right? This is good application. Like, you should be able to coach yourself at this point. It's like, okay, I'm on a flank. Could I have gotten closer to the enemy team? Is my distance management good or bad? Did I use cooldowns correctly? Am I aiming head level? You can ask questions like that. Okay, so you rotate too far here. There's no benefit of being at this window when you can just shoot people from this window. Okay, the nice thing about this window as well is you can shoot people from here and then you can drop behind them this way, right? So you can drop and then do this kind of thing. But this window, it just takes longer and there's no reason. The fight's happening right now. We need to be shooting people right now. Stand here and shoot them. I misheard this Sierra grapple. Or like you thought she was up here. I mean, maybe. If you thought someone was up there, I'm fine with clearing it. But this is the correct position, by the way. Like being up here on the high ground is just broken in general. And this is what I'm saying, like, who on the enemy team is going to clear you here? They don't have a single soul that can do that. The Kiri and the Sierra, maybe, but you win both of those fights. And then now you need to go flank backline. Like, literally, stop shooting people in main. Come all the way this way. Stand here. Wait for them to walk past you. Pop out and shoot them. Okay? I need you to get active. Here's what that would look like. So, we're on this high ground here, and the fight is winning in... Basically, it's won. We won the fight. Okay? So what we're going to do is instead of just standing at the window and continuing to shoot basically nothing as they regroup, instead of doing this, we're now going to make the rotation this way. We know they're going to spawn here, but we have good timing because they just died. They just died. So you can come here, wait for them to push past you. You're going to use sound cues. Then you're going to swing the angle and shoot backliners. Very strong. Very, very, very strong. Because then if you do it with good timing, you can keep the momentum. Okay, like this is where I don't want you to be because look at this. I know these people aren't marking you. This angle is still good for the record. This is your second best play. But look at this. Like look at it from the maid's POV. The big issue is that you are on her screen, okay? Which is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because now it alleviates pressure from your team in main because now they have two people to shoot at instead of one. But it's also bad because we want to carry the game. And if we had popped out on this left side, we'd just be able to kill people and force them to turn around, which is going to be higher net value for your team, right? It's way more convenient to mark a dude up top than it is to mark a dude behind me. So I needed you to flank here. Yeah, so you... Okay, I was about to say, I think you make the rotation, but you don't... Okay, you're waiting for your team, and now you go. I just needed this from you way earlier, okay? Nice job. Okay, now we ride up top. To be honest, after you kill the guy the first time, you just need uptime. but this is a good idea. And then don't peek this angle. Okay, if you can avoid it, try not to peek on the high ground. Instead of doing this, what you should prefer is to rotate this way and open up the control of alley. Because here's what's going to happen. Good defenders, instead of walking and stacking in main, good defenders are going to open up a crossfire on your team for this corner. So what they're going to do is they're going to put a defender here, and then they're going to put defenders in main. So what you can do is after you go high ground and flank them and force them backwards like this, you can actually come take the alley space to force this defender out and then open up a flank of your own onto the enemy backline. Okay, so this is pretty weak macro from you. I need you to leave the high ground and come control alley space, because if you don't stand here, you give the enemy team the opportunity to have a win condition on your backline. Okay, so I need you to stop them from doing that. Very important. That high ground is right in sightline of main 2. Yeah. So the other thing about this is the noob angle on King's Road, basically, where you stand here. And the big thing about it is there are some fights that are in your effective range. Like if we walk over there, some of this is in your effective range, right? Like from here to main, that's about 25 meters. You can take a fight there, but it's really easy to get spammed out, right? So look at this from the enemy team's POV. They're already looking here. So the crosshair adjustment from this position to here is minimal. I mean, it's basically nothing. So it's really easy for them to conveniently mark you. But I want to point out, if you were there instead, look at how you're not even like that angle's not even on my screen from here. Look how inconvenient that is, right? That's why this angle's really good. It's because you force people to basically turn around. It's really, really, really strong. Hard to get healing? Yeah. Like it's hard to get healing up top. You can get this mini here if you get pushed. But more importantly, you have a lot of cover you can roll away from, and it's easy to stay alive. Am I overvaluing high ground on Cass? No, you're overvaluing this high ground, okay? Midas, it's not that you're overvaluing this. Okay, well, hold on. Let me take a step back. It's not that you're overvaluing this high ground. It's that you don't understand what makes a given high ground good, right? Because Midas, in your words, what makes this angle good, right? And if I had to guess, you're going to say, I mean, you have cover, right? And you control a quote-unquote power position. That's what you say. But I would also argue that if that's what you think the strengths are, which is you have the cover, right? And yeah, awkward gunfight. Yeah, but Midas, isn't this gunfight just way more awkward for the defender? Because I just showed it earlier, right? Shooting the guy up top is way more convenient when I'm already marking main than shooting the guy on the side, right? Shooting the guy on the side is like basically impossible to do because there's a threat of main. I can't expose myself to the threat of main. Like, look, I have to expose myself to the threat of main if I want to peek this guy on the right side. But if I just mark the guy up top, I can just tuck behind cover like this and it's fine. Like the high ground, it just doesn't give you the strength of an angle you're looking for. This is what you want. This is what you want. You have cover from here. It's in your effective range. You can wrap. You can do a bunch of stuff. Are they that far up in the VOD? It's not like you have to be preparing for the position. Like, look at this. Okay, so look. So you're here now. I would have made the rotation already. Once the Sigma is here, I would have been rotating. So I would have left, come here. Notice I would have killed the Mei, by the way. And then I would be here like now. And look at this. I wouldn't have gotten marked by the Sierra. It would be impossible for the Sierra to mark me. I forced the Curie to turn around. I forced the Ilari to turn around. I forced someone to turn around. I forced someone to deal with me or I'm just going to kill everybody. Like, notice, all of these fights are in your effective range, right? From here to here, that's 20 meters. And that's where the Curie is, okay? And then the Ilari's like there. That's 21 meters. And then the Sierra, when she swings, that's 20 meters. All these fights are in my effective range, right? Or if there is a fall off, it's not like max fall off. It's still a good fight for you. Support turning would have been great value too. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what we need to do. You don't always need to kill people. You just need to pull attention, pull resources. Yeah, so you're not able to do enough in this position. So this fight was your fault. Okay, and then if you're going to be here in Rat, don't shoot your gun and then stop moving as soon as possible. Okay, you're behind the enemy team. They're not coming to clear you because you'd be hearing footsteps getting closer to you. They're not coming to clear you. Don't shoot the Ilari pylon. Just walk all the way over here and then stand here and spawn camp somebody. Because you knew people died. You knew the Sierra died or whoever this is. Yeah, you knew the Sierra died. So you could just wait and spawn camper, and then you would just go back and now you have a wrap, like a flank, basically. Shooting the pylon here is really bad because now everyone knows you're here. You're basically blaring alarms for the enemy team. They're all going to turn around and deal with you. So that was a mistake. Somehow you don't die here, which is kind of miraculous. Fighting this area is correct here, by the way. Love that flash from you, by the way. Yeah, whatever. Don't really care about the micro otherwise. That flash is the most important part of that duel. Make sure you're throwing flash as you turn corners. It's very strong. I also don't like this rollout from you. Why are we rolling out on the floor? Okay. Go up top. You have to go up top. Because let's just say the Sierra was up here, or someone is up here. You need to be able to clear them. It's very common in high elo for a Kiriko to climb the wall and shoot your backline from here. Who on your team is going to clear that guy? We can't bet on our randoms to do that. We need to go do that. You need to go up top. Roll out up top, because if you want to drop her backline, you can just do that anyway from up here. Okay? This position is worse. You need to go up top. Also from top, not only do you have this strong angle here, but you can also make the rotation. You can't do that here. The issue with this is you're really close in proximity to the enemy team. And you're not preventing enemy playmaking. Those are like the two big problems. It's a good idea. This is one of your better plays. Your worst play is stand in main, for the record. This is one of your better plays, but going up top was just the best play. Okay, shoot Sigma, make the rotation back line, whatever. I mean, this is a good, really good idea. Nice. That's actually insane from you, by the way. Nice job. I like that because I end up in dead ends when deep flanking right. Yeah, right side is sucks. Like, you don't want to be on this right side of the map because what ends up happening is, for Cassidy at least, you end up on this side of the map and then you kind of just can't do anything anymore. You get to this point here. Okay, so here's how you have to think about it. Even if we go right side and we complete the entire rotation, the ending angle is here. So the problem is that all of the fights from here to here are out of your effective range. This is like 40 plus meters. You're going to do no damage from this position. So there's not even a point of being on this side of the map. So even if you get to the end angle you want to be at, you can't do anything. You very rarely come to this position. Like, if you're coming to this side of the map, it's for this flank here. It's to flank this part here. Or it's to contest this guy on the high ground as Cass, which is, you typically don't want to do. You do it very rarely. That's why you want to prefer this side of the map. There's just more space to work with. All this is in your effective range. And it's, I mean, the geometry is just better for Cass. Good morning, Zeta. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, love your ideas. Like, I wouldn't, this is definitely not a winning code, but you have, okay, you can't roll for uptime there. This is definitely not a winning code, but you have, the way you think about Overwatch is correct. Yeah, okay. I mean, this whole thing was fine. Like, I didn't really mind this that much. And it's kind of unfortunate your Vendetta ends up stacking on you. They pop your Tsune. Whatever. Like, this fight was whatever to me. I don't really care that much. Yeah, that we lose. Okay. Let me see your spreadsheet again. What's our trends? Positive trend. How much should we play? Get a delta -60. Yeah, you should be climbing. I think that you're definitely climbing. Yeah, I mean, we do one trick, which makes this a lot easier. Yeah, I think, okay, so this is going to be verdict losing for me, for sure. Your biggest problems are whatever you're, so, okay, so number one, you need to, when, this is really important because you died to this like 3 times. When you're ratting, or sorry, when you're behind enemy lines and you're like resetting the fight, I need you to stop moving. Stop moving, wait for your team, and then do something, okay? You have to. You have to. And then you have a intention matching issue right now. So, for example, when your team is walking through main like this, you need to match intentions by forcing resources on the angle, okay? There's sometimes you do it correctly, but you have an inconsistent application of it. Like, I don't want to see you stand here and then think this flank makes any sense when your team can't get through choke. You need to help your team get through choke by alleviating pressure on the angle, and then you can do whatever you want. Okay. So I need you to think about that. Then you had a bunch of just bad gunfights in general. But what makes this code really weird is you're like behind them the entire game, which works sometimes, but sometimes you're not able to convert it. Like the only reason this was even remotely close is you had one play where you went outside and shot like 4 people in the back, which is fine. Like it's a good idea. The idea is fine, but I think the application isn't perfect. So if they have a hit scan like Ash, Emre, Soj marking the long hallway from the height, how do you play it? Okay, if you get to the high ground on second point, attack. So if you're here, and then there's a hit scan marking you, you have to leave. That is when you're going to come this way and do this. That's when you do this play. Until that happens and you get marked and forcefully prevented from taking this position, you need to come top. Okay, like if there's an Ash standing here, you should take the fight. But if the guy's all the way back here, then it's not winning for Cass at all. I'll put a graphic in the mud if you don't know what I mean. I can check. I think I knew what you're talking about, but I can check at it. No, it's not what I meant. I meant the hallway streets. Okay. But yeah, this is a verdict losing for me. I love a lot of your ideas on King's Row. Also, Midas, from you, if your team gets stuck in choke, think about alternative ways to break through the choke, okay? I don't want to see you just stand here. Take initiative, come top, and jump out the window. This is a very common concept in Overwatch, where your tank is going to be scared sometimes, and they're just going to stand here. So what you need to do is think about, how can I break the choke myself? Drop to the window. You might die, but it's going to open up space for your team, okay? So come top right, drop out the window, do this, and then you're fine. Okay. But this is a verdict losing for me. I don't really have any, like I just need more reps from you. Like, this was great playstyle, in my opinion. High flank, high agency, and you're going to carry a lot of games moving forward. So thank you for the code. Okay. So that's going to be that for that code. I'm going to do a new raffle. So if you guys are here and you would like coaching from me, you can do exclamation mark enter to enter. Fuck. Let me actually add a duration here. My bad. You can do exclamation mark enter to enter the raffle, or you can do exclamation mark claim to claim a ticket to be more likely to win a raffle in the future. You only do exclamation mark claim if you do not already have a code. We're gonna be taking a quick ad break for 3 minutes. So everyone stand up, stretch, do what you gotta do. You're not gonna be missing anything. I'm just gonna be talking the whole time, so you're not gonna be missing any content. Then once we get back from the ad break, we will proceed with the code. But yeah. Only cast only right now? Yes. Cast only right now, yes. Okay, well, I'm sending you guys to Agile. Boom. Okay. What's it gonna do? Oh yeah, it's gonna check the Discord. If you haven't already, by the way, guys, join the exclamation mark Discord. We'd love to have you. General. Is it here? When you can, please check old spreadsheet for my tickets. Let me actually do this as... Wait, I can just do that right now. Hold on. Sojourn here. That means if they're marking you like this, you can't make the rotation. You just can't. Yeah. So here you have to cancel and go main, and then like look. So from here. So for example, if you're getting marked, you need to either come main like this, or you need to like come this way, go around like this, or go around like this. Like you need to do something like that. Typically, what you'll do in this situation is this main play, and then just force the Sojourn out, and then make the rotation into alley. This is your idea, typically. What is going on? Med sticks. Okay. Tickets. Med sticks. I forgot how this old system used to work. Oh yeah, I have it. Alphabetical 8. How much do you have, Med 6? Add ticket, Med sticks, 4. Okay, I'll just give you 8. Boom, there you go. Let me mark you off. Done. There you go. But yeah, okay. Let me also clean this. Tags, platinum, removed. Is a new spreadsheet linked on the command now? Yes, it is. Yep. Definitely move. If you guys haven't already, definitely check out the new spreadsheet template. It's been upgraded. You have more features to work with now. I will make a video on it soon. I don't have it today, but I will make it soon. Probably this weekend. I don't know. I don't know when I'll be able to get to it. I could probably do it this weekend. I gotta learn how to fill out the spreadsheet. Okay, guys, it's really easy. Really, really, really easy. Here's what you do. Open up the spreadsheet template. You're gonna do file at the top left. You're gonna do make a copy. Okay? Then it's gonna be put into your Google Drive. Make sure you have a Google account before you do any of this. Log in on your Google account. Make a copy of the spreadsheet. Then here, you can enter all of your data. So you can do, you enter the date. Wait, I need to unhide this, by the way. Sorry, my bad. Oh, fuck. Some of you guys might have made a copy without this, by the way. That's actually my bad. If your 6v16 stack was missing, unhide it at the top left. Because I was showing somebody something and I forgot to undo it. That's actually my bad. Why did you change it to send screenshot versus send the link? Is there like personal info you don't want people sharing in the new version? It's easier, number one, because now I don't have to worry about permission issues because we have permission issues all the time. And number two, it's just easier. It's literally just easier to send a screenshot. There's not really that much more to it. This also gives me more data. And I honestly don't need to flip through everything. It's not that important. I just need this stuff. This is all I need. I need to know your deltas, how much you're playing, so on and so forth. Holy hell, the example data is peak. Yeah, I spent a lot of time working on this. If you guys need help to understand what to write, please refer to the example spreadsheet. This is exactly how you write the notes. I need this kind of notes from all of you guys. Do not send any of these cope notes, okay? Do not put cope notes in your spreadsheet. What do I unhide again? If the columns A and B were hidden earlier, because they were, if you guys made the copy when they were hidden, just unhide them real quick. If you make a new copy now, it'll be fine. But if you copied it earlier, like an hour ago, it might have been hidden. What is play percentage? Okay, so this stuff, it will populate once you have data. But basically, this just tells me, like, how much of the time are you playing 5v5 versus 6v6? How much of the time are you playing solo versus stacked? How much of the time are you playing a given role? How much of the time are you so on and so forth? My cope note is tail is a bad coach. This is untrue. This could not be more untrue. Okay, but I will make a video on the spreadsheet. So if you have questions about the spreadsheet, ping me in the Discord with the questions and I will answer them. But otherwise, wait for the video to come out. It will come out soon. AKA like this weekend. I will work on it. It might be tomorrow's video, to be honest. But yeah. Okay. Who won? Who won? Who won? Who won? Tablecloth. Congratulations. You've been selected for coaching. Let's do great. Thanks. Tablecloth, it's been a minute. It's been like a month, I think, since we last checked out your codes. This is awesome. This is brilliant. Tablecloth, do you have a code in the Discord? Coaching request. We're looking for a tablecloth. He's right here. Is it the Samoa one? My paste is not working. Do Control-Shift-V for the data. If you're copying your data over, do Control-Shift-V. So like, for example, this is, I don't know whose spreadsheet this is, but this is somebody's. You're going to copy all of this like this. Control-C. Then you're going to go into the template. Then, whoops, not this one. This one. Then you're going to do Control-Shift-V starting at the date. Like this. Boom. And it'll format all of it for you. Why is water view anything 100k? Because I don't want to do it every single stream. And I don't want to water view things that I'm not good at, which is why it's so expensive. Do you guys, how many channel points do you guys have, by the way? No spreadsheet, I forgot to add it, and I can't get it right now at One Soul Tail, but those are basically my notes questions I see. 40k. Yeah, you guys are getting close. Control-Shift-V start seemed to work when I did normal control. Yeah, it breaks if you do it because it tries to transfer the format over. 26k. Yeah, I mean, you guys are getting there. Like you're not supposed to be able to get it like quickly. But yeah. Okay. Okay, so this could be tablecloth. We're gonna be in GM. GM. Boom. Cool. Good cast game. Started on Sojourn because I'm trying to prefer Emre/Sojo over cast and struggled into their comp, especially on that map. Okay. If I had to guess, this is going to be the city center map, but we'll see. Downtown. Went cast second round and had a pretty solid game, I feel like. Very little rotations because we already had an Ash. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Volcano, I struggled a bit once we were retaking and not really knowing where to go. I could have flanked right side, but it felt too risky for not enough reward with the... Yeah, I mean, against this comp, this is why you get countered into dive, full dive, is because you can't take space against this kind of team. It's impossible. So play more to bait. Yeah, that's fine. Overall happy, but still felt awkward at times. GM 3 to GM 2. Okay, sounds good. Let's investigate. Let's investigate. View career profile, history, replays, import. Yeah. And then let me exit out of King's Row. I do want to know if there are rotation opportunities I should have taken. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, we start on Sojourn. I'm gonna save for it. I'm committed. Well, we love that. I think I'll start offering heroes. I think probably at least one new hero late this month, if not next month. You can skip shows if you want. No, it's fine. Well, we already made a mistake. So you don't know what team comp they're playing. Why are we sliding aggressively for space here? They could have been a Lucio and walk down main with speed. They could be on a sim TP comp. You literally have no information. So sliding here is already incorrect. Stand here. Just stand here. Even if you can make it over the wall, I don't really care. Just stand here. Get info. Or come right side. Like, I really don't care how you did it. But get info and then go. They might just have that Hisky and ego. Yeah, this is just way too aggressive. You need to wait. You need to know what's going on and then take space. Or if you are going to come this way, tablecloth, you need to not slide for this. You need to walk left and take the space like this. Either one. But this can't be that good for Sojourn. I mean, it's okay, but this is more of like an Ash angle. Sojourn, you want to control lanes. Like, you want to be like here. Be here behind this cover. Because also I want to point out, like, one of the big advantages of Sojourn is your gun is a projectile, right? Which means that locking down an angle is preferred when it's a flat angle. Like here, you're gonna have a vertical angle. It's gonna be harder to hit headshots on the Genji, for example, because look. So it's the difference between, I mean, you can think of it in just terms of triangles, right? So like, for example, if you're spamming main from here, it's gonna look like this, right? The only time you're gonna get a headshot is if someone is in this vicinity. But if you're on the floor here and you aim head level, look, you're always getting headshots. So you should be preferring this side angle here, not this high ground. This is worse. Also, the slide is bad here. The idea of taking an angle aggressively is good, but I think sliding this aggressively to begin with when you don't know what comp they're playing and where they're at is really, really risky. Split the floor. Yeah, like, look, I mean, you messed up the slide, but you end up here anyway. Okay, so you're worried about the echo? If you're worried about the echo, leave this side of the map completely. Leave completely. Yeah, for sure. I'm de-rusting my Soj. A lot of these concepts aren't natural. Yeah, no problem. It's fine. But if you're getting pushed by the echo and you're worried about echo, leave, come to the other side of the map. Fight the diva. Force this angle. I don't care, but do something, right? You're going to not be able to do anything if you're always worried about this echo on the side. Look, 4 people are thinking about this guy right now. This guy is getting eternal value. Actually. And you're controlling no space. You needed to help. Yeah, you needed to help your wrist here. So it's not a good matchup for Echo. I'd say it's probably like a neutral matchup. You just avoid each other. Sojourn avoids the... I mean, Echo's going to wait till you slide and then go for stickies. But you're largely, as Sojourn, going to avoid Echo unless you have rail. Yeah. You just want rail. This is PC. Okay, yeah. Like, you needed to be here earlier to fight the Diva earlier. But now we're on deep on the angle late. Now both of our DPS are stacked on this side because you didn't leave early enough in the previous position. And you can't slide wide either because we're playing in the Echo Genji, which makes this really awkward. Yeah, this is pretty brutal, I won't lie. Your first fight kind of screwed you because you gave the enemy team too much space. I thought Soj would dominate Echo. Because your primary fire is a projectile, you kind of don't. And Echo can just avoid the lanes that Sojourn controls. Like, okay, we have rail here, Stop walking in main. Your other guy's playing Emray and that guy's main botting. Oh wait, no, he's on Ashe now. Never mind. But either way, I think you get your rail here, and then with rail, you need to clear this space, tablecloth. You clear this space so that you don't have to worry about an echo standing here and shooting you. So get rail, boom, come this way. If there's an echo here, railgun the guy, E the floor, and then you win the duel. That's why Sojourn is really good. You need to take this space. He didn't end up being there. Right, the echo's not in that position, but you would have cleared the Curie. Very important, because now you can't do it. Now it's unclearable. You have to slide up, which I'm actually fine with. Like, if you, with rail, if you slid up, took this fight, and backed up like this, I'm so down for that. I'm so down for that. Like, if you watch Lethal, who's, like, probably one of the best Sojourns in NA, or was. I mean, even though he's Turkish. He does plays like that a lot. He just slides on people with rail all the time. It's probably a little bit riskier in this matchup. I mean, without a doubt. But it would give your team at least more space control. Because I mean, now we're doing nothing. Right. You're also not team checking for ally DPS here. Where's the Ashe? I don't know. Is she right side or did she come back in main? I actually literally don't know. And it turns out that she's flanking left side. Okay, the fact that we don't know that is a problem. Okay, shooting D.Va here is fine because this guy's angling, so we don't have to do anything else. Good roll, good slide. Okay. Okay, now you have OC. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what you... Like, this is where I would need to do research. Like, I don't really know what you should do with Sojourn at this point. Like, to me, I feel like my hunch is you actually slide wide and open up a deep angle with the map flip. I feel like this is probably the best play. Because you know there's a Kiriko on your right side, and these guys are deep. Just open up this far angle. You're unclearable, and now you control more space. I feel like this has to be the best play. Because you're also just across the map, and you're undivable. I think you have to slide wide here. Yeah, but I know Echo's coming back. Yeah, you have OC. You just shoot him one time and then OC him. Just go for the... Like, popping OC when you're on a deep flank like this and someone's coming back from spawn is fine. Like, it's totally fine. I feel like it's too risky with Alari Juno. Why? With your backline? Who cares? Just outvalue the dive. Yeah, like, literally just slide here, OC this guy... D.Va and Genji are gonna lose their mind and come try to kill you. And if they don't try to come kill you, well, then you just come back main and like pop 10 rails on people. Like, I think you'd be fine. I don't think it's weak because I mean, as you can clearly see, this angle's not better. Like this angle, not like here. We need OC if you're gonna do anything. Like we need to use ult, but then we get cleared by Kiri and die. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna skip the rest of Sojourn. Okay. I didn't want to use OC because I felt like the fight was won by die anyway. Yeah, like, I think you needed to slide deep, to be honest. I don't think the fight was won. But okay. Okay, now we got Cass gameplay. We love Cassidy. We come left side. Okay, you need to identify that your team is playing Ashe and Alari. What are these two people going to do? They're going to stand and manage you people the whole time. That's all they want to do. They have all the range in the world. They just want to pump out damage. So, instead, you need to think about, okay, we're playing double hit scan. How can I avoid just standing in main the whole time as to not double up the angle with my Ashe and to give my team more space control? So now what you should do is come right side and open up, do something like this. You would prefer left side as Cassidy typically, but the problem is you'd be going left side against D.Va Genji, which is horrible. Right? We don't want to be in like isolated, confined spaces against those kind of heroes. So we'd prefer this open side here and then work something on the angle here. Because I want to point out, if you rolled out right side, guess who you'd be marking right now? The Echo. Okay? So we needed to end up going right side here. Going main is incorrect. This lacks space control. Can you track main/alt account in the spreadsheet? You could do like, no, there's not a way. If you're going to do 2 accounts, just make a different copy of the spreadsheet. I want to point out, you did 100 damage. You did maybe 100 damage to the D.Va. You took 100 damage. You gave up space control, and you demand healing. This is negative value. Do you think my conclusion was wrong to just sit with Orisa then? Yes, I think your conclusion is wrong. Because the problem is you're not stopping them from taking space at all. Like, it ended up working out because your Ashe went right side, but you don't want, your Ashe doesn't want to be on this side of the map. Do you want to be on this side of the map as Ashe? No, not really, because look at the sight line you have. Look, let me fly over there. This sight line is terrible. I don't want to be here. Where I want to be is Ashe. I want to be here. I want to be here. These sightlines are way better for the hero. So the reason Skara ends up playing on the right side of the map, which is your Ashe player, is because you're in main. You're in main. You need to stop this guy from taking the angle, not the Ashe. You want your Ashe to win, contribute in the neutral, especially in the D.Va matchup. We don't even want to be Cash shooting the D.Va. D.Va is not a tank we want to shoot. We want to shoot Orisas. We want to shoot Malgas. We want to shoot Rams. We want to shoot people that don't have as much damage mitigation and dive potential. Right? So this was incorrect from you. Also, you coming main is really risky as Cassidy in this matchup. We don't want to be close range with these guys. It's okay. Like, if your team was playing Lucio, it'd be fine because then you can, like, treat it as a brawl and, like, stack tank and walk down deathball kind of situation. But we're in solo queue. Like, in solo queue, you should be thinking more about space and angle control, in my opinion, instead of like stacking and running it down main. Because you could argue, but Tail in pro play, they play 5-stack main and speed boost Lucio. But I'm okay. We're not in pro play, and this is solo queue. Who would Cass's target priority be in this matchup? Pressure on Echo. Target priority is not really a concept. Target priority is a min-max. Like, if you're min-maxing, most of the time, you think about what space can I control easily, and then just shoot whatever's there. Like, you would come right side and shoot the Echo. Okay? Like, shoot, yeah, literally just shoot. You think position first, and then shoot whoever's on your screen. People overcomplicate target priority way too much. You want to prefer, like, of course you want to prefer shooting backline, but 90% of the time, you just shoot whoever's on your screen. It kind of doesn't matter. Space over specific targets, yes. I mean, kind of. Like, you want to prefer backline, of course. Like, ignore tank if you can. But it's more about, once you're on an angle, who can you shoot from the angle? Okay, I'm going to be honest, Tablecloth, we didn't do anything this fight. You did nothing. Like, so your big mistake was not being on the right side of the map. Then use roll to get to the angle so you don't have roll to play this aggressively. You get the Zen kill, but I feel like that's a little bit more circumstantial than anything. I feel like that's just kind of lucky. Yeah, and then we just like don't do anything other than kill the Zen. Yeah, yeah. I thought Tail was rude to me. Guys, Tablecloth has not only been in the community for literally forever, but also Tablecloth is GM. And this dude's trying to hit champion. Yeah, if this dude wants to hit champion, he has to understand these space control principles are super important to know. That's why I'm beating him up. Like, we can't have fights where we play Cass, which is a suboptimal pick here, by the way. Cass is not good into this matchup. If you're a hit scan player, you should actually be on M right here, by the way. But if you're going to play Cass, at least play him optimally, which is the angle control stuff I'm mentioning. I think a lot of people who yap about target priority aren't taking angles in the first place in main bot. Yes, exactly. Exactly. They don't angle, and then as a result, they have to think about target priority because there's nothing else to do. And then you shouldn't be playing this aggressive of an angle against dive, right? Like, in dive matchups, you have to let them play into your space rather than you play into their space, right? So, for example, instead of holding for this main space here, we actually want them to walk out so that we can shoot them in the open. So holding this space is incorrect. Because if you're here, not only is your rotation out really long, but these fights are really like congested. We just don't want to fight like this. Yo, Tail, do you think double flex CPS will always be better than double hit scan? No. Nope. Like, Circuit Royale is a prime example number one. Double hit scan is pretty good on that map. It's gonna depend on the map. This is always fun. The only thing I don't like is, did you pop the Deadeye before the beam? You guys pop it at the same time. It's okay. I don't really like the hygiene as well. Instead of being in the open here, I'd prefer you be behind cover, but oh well. You have beams, so I can kind of give it to you there. But like here, for example, tablecloth, either I needed you to do one of two things. And you know what, catch nets. Actually, you know what, it's fine. I was gonna say you should probably be going right side here, but there's not really a time to rotate, is the problem. I want to play up for Deadeye because we only had beam. I think it's fine. I think this whole sequence has been largely okay. I would not be poking this Genji though. I'd be clearing the Echo, to be honest. You know she's left side. I'd be like coming into here, baiting the fight, something like that, and then controlling the space. Because there's a real world where the Echo flies above. I think she can fly like around like this and then catch you off guard. I would just do that instead of neutral pressure, to be honest. You know what? It's fine. It's probably fine to not take the duel. Because you have point cap, they have to take your space. It's probably fine. It's actually probably better. This is probably fine. Yeah, this has to be better. Okay, she can do. Okay, whatever. Diva has to make a play. Yeah, I think you played that fine. Given the circumstance, I think you didn't really have time to make a rotation there. I think playing in main is fine because they have to make a play, right? The fight's kind of on your terms. So here, you know the Diva's on the right side of the map. You just heard her. You know she's over there. You can make this rotation safely. We should be coming offside and opening this up. When the tank is on one side of the map, you should prefer the other side. So we should be making this rotation now. And I think you win this, to be honest, or like you kill somebody. I don't think you're going to get dove by 3. I think you should be fine. And this is an overperformance, in my opinion. I don't think we should be getting a Juno kill here. Let me see. Well, damn, she dies instantly. What does she even take damage from? One Alari shot? Okay, you and Alari actually just eviscerate that guy. That's insane. Holy moly. I took this peek because no stickies, and I know Diva's right side. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's not bad, but the problem, tablecloth, and the reason I don't prefer this is how do you deepen the angle? Right. Like, how do you deepen? Once you get a kill, how do you deepen from here? Unless you push out the Curie, there's not really a way. Like, at least this way, even if you don't kill somebody, you can always deepen. You have the option of continuing rotating. I think this play's fine. I don't prefer this play, though. I think going further left would have been more consistent. I just go for the silver bullet and go for the rotation. Okay, like, if you shoot this and then rotate out, that's fine. But I wouldn't even... Yeah, I'm pretty honest. Like, I could also argue the silver bullet here is stronger. Because no one is gonna be marking you here. And if they do mark you, they have to turn their back to your team. Which I think is just stronger from a macro perspective. And that because the Diva's across the map, you're not gonna die instantly. So I think it had to be stronger to go left there. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is part of the problem. Look. So, because we stay in main, we're zoned by beam. The blade is scary. We get caught out by Echo. You would have been unkillable on the left side of the map. That's fair. I thought Echo was set up there. Well, you go clear her. Clear her. Because if you don't clear her, she's just going to go flank your backline, which ends up happening, right? That's why you die. It's because this guy's behind you. Like, you had to go left there. You had to go left, take space control. Because look at this. Like, if we just look at them, I'm just going to touch on this briefly and then we'll move on. But look, so you come main. No one, this whole side of the map here is neutral. No one is controlling this space. Which means that there's potential playmaking from the enemy team to do this. Which is what we don't want. In high elo, it's very common that people will go for wrap plays like this because it's strong. Which is why I recommend you guys flank all the time. Flanking is strong in Overwatch. So you need to prevent that from happening. You have to prevent that from happening. And also you can shoot people from the side selfishly, right? So yeah, so the Echo makes a flank because you don't control the space and then you die. You're right, yes, yet again, coach. I mean, I just think like, I understand your idea for the record tablecloth, but this is just a map. The biggest problem is that you're playing Cass on a map where he's weak in the neutral. Cassie is weak in this neutral. He's only kind of good because you have Silver Bullet, right? And he's only also kind of good because they're playing double flex and they just swapped off Diva, which is pretty nice for us. So now that they're on Sigma, there's actually a lot more playmaking for us here. Sneaky, sneaky Echo. This is so true. That guy actually knows what he's doing. I actually love this idea from you to go right side, but don't stand here. Don't stand here. Come fight this guy. Fight this Echo. Take control of this space, and then you can threaten to wrap yourself. They're no longer on Diva, so we can be playing a lot more aggressively here. This is way too passive. Yeah, you need to fight that guy. Okay, we get rocked in then. Okay, so we win this point, but I'm seeing a really, really strong lack of angle control from you, right? Even though we're playing double flex, there's still opportunities where you can identify how can I control a lane, right? How can I stop the Echo from having a flank? How can I stop the Genji from having a flank? Like, I needed you to identify this here. Instead of standing in main and going for this into a neutral, because also because you played main, not only is it suboptimal for you, you forced your Ashe on a suboptimal angle, which is incorrect. Okay. Okay. All right, go main. So I was playing too passive into the double flex. It's not about being passive, right? Because I would argue you didn't play passive, by the way. Like, you went for stuff that was relatively risky, right? Like, you played in main and dropped for this and, like, looked for this side angle. It's that you're not thinking in terms of space control. You're just thinking in terms of how can I kill people, which is not what we need to do. We need to think about how can I stop them from taking the side of the map and then threaten my own play. That's you're missing that step, right? Like this, for example, instead of going to control this space, you popped out with Silver Bullet in main. So we're missing the space control aspect. How can I deny the playmaking from the enemy team first and then take an angle myself? Okay, that's what I need. It's not that you're not playing aggressive enough or something. It's that your perception of how to play aggressive into a comp like that is incorrect. Thinking too much like hit scan, shoot my gun. Yeah, especially when you're playing double hit scan. Cassidy, in the double hit scan ally team comp, you are the flex DPS. You are the flex, okay? Your Ashe wants to be main, you are the flex. So you need to think, like, what would a Tracer do here? How would a Genji control an angle here, and how can I emulate that? Okay? I mean, this is a more of a high-level concept, but you should be thinking in terms of space control regardless. Yeah. Is that roll across the gap possible? Which one? Okay, so here... I wouldn't go right side in this matchup, so I think this is correct. Unless your tank is going right side, which they're not. If your tank was going right side, I'd go with them. But because you're playing into the dive matchup, they're playing Diva Genji regularly with double flex, I would just go main. I would definitely go main. So I'm just a tanky, pokey, flex DPS. Yeah, in double hit scan, yeah. Okay, this is too scared. This is way too scared. You know where Diva is. Where's Diva? Diva's on the right side of the map. Cool. Where is she not? Over here. Okay, bet. I'm gonna take this fight. Take this fight. Take this fight. Because you can also roll across to here if you want to do this. There's a mega here you can use. Play on this side. You're stacked with your Lori. I mean, okay, your Ashe is here. Never mind. I didn't even see that. Never mind. Don't be there. Your Ashe is there. Yeah, I didn't even see her. That's my bad. She's too skinny, guys. My bad. And then this is bad positioning. So, okay. I'm fine with you doing this, shooting the Genji. But when you're fighting this Diva, I need you to move to cover. So, like, roll backwards and play here. I mean, it's kind of... Yeah, I mean, you intuit it. Never mind. It worked out. You had the right idea. This is fine. Like, I would normally recommend we come play this angle and deny the space, but we're playing into Diva, Juno, Genji, Echo. Like, we're never going to be able to control that space alone as Cass. This is unfortunately a situation where stacking is the best play. You know Diva's in main now, so you could actually flank if you wanted. You're on this side of the map. You could just go do this. You might be slightly late, but you would at least have a flank. Are we winning? Tablecloth is currently losing, unfortunately. Hate to dive and then run away. I think I'd be way too late. Yeah, I think I was just pointing it out as an option, but yes, it would have been late. Yeah. You just need to roll the stickies there. This is fine though. The rest of that was fine. Nice shots. Okay, go main. We can push up. We have any ultis? We do not have any ultimates here. This map is really hard to play into the dive matchup. Okay. You just kind of get sloppy here and die. So on this, I mean, there's not really a lot to say about this. You try to go deep here. You don't hear the diva. Then you roll way too late. Okay, you have to roll earlier, tablecloth. Because look at it from this guy's POV. When he looks at you, you need to roll the micro missiles. Look. Boom, boom, boom. Micro missiles does like 100 damage to you. You have to roll earlier to get damage mitigation there. But yeah, honestly, whatever. This is whatever to me. You just kind of died because you didn't expect the diva to be there because you didn't hear her, which is fine. I didn't hear her either. It was really hard to see that. I think the idea of being there was fine. Okay. Actually, brutal. Whatever. I thought it was a lot safer because my Orisa just straight up walked through. Yeah, just whatever. I'm not worried about it. That dead to the diva, I'm also not worried about. I think going main there was fine. You just died though. That's why diva counters you. There's basically no counterplay, to be honest. I think you choose the wrong angle here. You know they're playing this side of the map and getting dove is actually a real risk. You need to play this side. So this is incorrect pathing. You should probably dive for this, in my opinion. Going here into this matchup is death. You need to come wider to open up more space. Because also, if you're a wide, by the way, you could deadeye here, which would let your Orisa walk. Where's your Ashe at? Yeah, also you were stacked with your Ashe and main. Like your Ashe just got back. You needed to be here working this angle, prevent the echo from doing anything, and then you could look for a deadeye on the left side. Yeah, you needed to deadeye. Like you needed to deadeye so your team could walk in this fight beyond your guys' terms. I team checked for her earlier before just having to go main. Yeah, it's fine. So we missed a deadeye. Nice. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This third point was fine from you. This is just a tough matchup for Cass. You're on double hit scan, which is kind of brutal. So you don't have a flex CPS to help control angles, and you're playing into double flex dive. Like it's pretty brutal for you. So this point was whatever to me. Your weakest point, without a doubt in my mind, was for sure beach. I needed you to think more about the macro, like the situation, like space control and so on and so forth. We make a bunch of other mistakes as well in terms of like taking fights that are bad for us. Like I don't want us to ever fight in this room against dive. And then, yeah, I just need a better macro from you. Like I need you to think about how can I deny a rotation from the echo? How can I deny a rotation from the Genji? And then if the diva's on the other side of the map, like for example, if the diva's on this side of the map, let me use this side of the map as much as I can, right? And then on the first point, it was mainly Sojourn. I need you to think a little bit more. It's kind of a similar concept, but I need you to think a little bit more about clearing space and then playing opposite angles of, I mean, you're all like hit scan basically. I can't remember exactly what I talked about in the Sojourn one, to be honest. But like, we need to clear this guy. We need to slide backline OC kind of thing. Thinking in terms of denying rotations, which also gives me good fights later. Rotations, yeah. I mean, that's your primary thing, tablecloth. From this one VOD, I'd have to look at more to give you like an accurate diagnosis on what you're getting right or wrong. But yes, thank you for the code, tablecloth. Verdict losing. Definitely losing. Definitely losing. Yeah. I think you honestly should have just played Sojourn on Beach, by the way. I think Cass was worse. Or play Emre, because your guy swapped off Emre to Ashe for whatever reason. I don't really know why. How good / bad was team checking here? It didn't look like it was an issue to me. Normally, if it's an issue, I can point it out. Like, if team checking is a problem for you, it wasn't in that VOD. Yeah, it didn't look like it was a big deal. But yeah, thank you for the code. All right, let's do exclamation mark resolve. I think I already did, but let me just double check. It was my last VOD? I see. Cool. I mean, yeah, I didn't even notice it, so it was probably fine, if I had to guess. Yeah. Okay, we're going to run a new raffle for 300 seconds. If you're here and you have a code you may check out, do exclamation mark enter. If you're here and you just want to claim a ticket to be more likely to win in the future, You actually smart claim. So you're more, yeah, so you're more likely to in the future. I'm gonna run 3 minutes of ads. We will do a quick break, and then we'll come back after the winner has been drawn. I almost hit the stop streaming button instead of the stop recording button. Bye forever. I'll lurk. Thanks to the review. No, yeah, no problem. Typical. Thank you for tuning in. Lazed X2. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Bug Nation. Good to have you. Tail, do you do stuff on derivatives in your course? Like financial derivatives or like mathematical calculus derivatives? Like swaps and options? No. My economics is mainly theory. It's like supply and demand and stuff like that. It's like long run, aggregate supply, demand. Like, what else do I even talk about in that class? I'm taking a real estate class, which is like cap rates and market analysis. And then I'm taking what else am I taking? I have a public econ class, which is basically about policy. Like a lot of it's like statistical analysis, like causal inferences and like how do you actually figure out what a causal relationship is, like statistical methods like OLS, which is ordinary least squares, which is basically like a way to measure correlation. Fixed effects models. Like there's it's a lot of statistical stuff in my courses. So I found a bug in spreadsheet and put it in the Discord in general. Also update the link resources. Yeah, I'll update the link resources in a bit. I guess I can just do it now because I have downtime anyway. Hero and role are flipped in analysis. Oh, I just need to change the column. Let me just change the column. My bad. Let me scroll up. Hero breakdown? No, just hero, bro. There we go. W fix. And then let me grab this link. And then let me change it in the resources tab. Nope, that's not what I want. Edit. Wait, what? Oh, resources here. Boom. Okay, that's fixed now. Nice. Thank you for pointing that out. Anything econometrics based, I just hate the programs for it. I mean, I think it's fine. Because like everything I do for econometrics in that class, or I took that class last semester, but like a lot, it's just programming, right? So like you use Python, and then you use what do I end up using? It's like pandas, NumPy, matplotlib, and then there's one other package, I can't remember what it is. Stats models. You just need to like know parts of these libraries and you're fine for econometrics. Till what rank have the biggest shit talkers? Probably masters. Masters is like the most cursed rank in Overwatch because the players are good enough to have an ego, but not good enough to like justify the ego. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely masters. It's definitely masters in my opinion. Masters is peak at Dunning-Kruger. Yeah, exactly. It is literally Dunning-Kruger. Yeah. Masters GM is also kind of, I mean, every rank is bad. It never gets better, guys. Like, it basically never gets better. It's always bad. People are always dumb. What can you do? I used to be high plat or diamond in earlier Overwatch 1 since the rank distribution was much more normalized. Plats were actually quite good back then. In Overwatch 1, I feel like it was kind of still a little bit top heavy in Overwatch 1. Green though is hell. That's why I'm so committed to get the purple. It doesn't get better, bro. Every rank is hell. It's always bad. If your like rationale for climbing is that, dude, the players are so much better in GM, you're set up for failure. It doesn't get better. It's always bad. Whoops. $20 seconds left to enter the raffle. Highest I've hit is gold. This entire chat is out of my elo, hoping to get better though. Yeah, dude, you definitely can get better. If you're here, the chance of you getting better is extremely high, like 80% chance. Also, our community skews high elo. We're like disproportionately diamond plus.
Bashti, congratulations, you've been selected for coaching. Let's do great things. I mean, hey, sure, I'm sure a lot of us were gold at one point. I was plat for years. I was plat and diamond for literally years. And then one day I decided to learn, and then I learned. And then I climbed to GM. And then I hit champ. I was bronze to support when I first placed, yes. Yeah, I mean, we gotta start somewhere. Exactly. All right, Bashi. Let's learn. Okay, we're looking for the suspect. Okay. This is gonna be Masters. Let me turn off GM. Boom. Your coaching has really helped. I've already improved a lot since starting to take ranking up seriously. This is brilliant. This is actually fantastic. We love that for you. Yeah, I think if you just now getting into coaching, yeah, you should be climbing like tens of divs. Basically, you should be good. For sure. Keep tracking. It's broken. OP method. Yo, Taylor, I was watching a bronze support player yesterday on Twitch, and damn, why do they win so low points? Oh, it's because, okay. So the reason that so bronze, so one thing you have to understand about the rank distribution system is every single rank is basically 500 elo, okay? Most of the time. The thing about bronze is that it's not 500 elo. Bronze on the SR spectrum is 0 to 1500. So bronze players gain a third of the normal elo per game because there's literally triple the amount of elo in that rank. Yes, that's why you gain so low. So it's such a little amount. While every other elo is going to be getting like 25, our bronze player is going to be getting like what, 8 to 10? It's because there's so many, it's so broad. Why there aren't even many players? It's because there's people like bronze 5 is like a lot worse than bronze 1. It's kind of hard to explain. If you've never watched bronze gameplay from like bronze 1 to bronze 5, you won't really understand it. But it's you can kind of clearly see the difference between the two ranks. Like there's definitely a distinct difference between high and low bronze. That sounds miserable. Why? It's just ladder. It's the same thing. Like if you put any, like if you guys were, I mean, most of you guys could get in a bronze 5 lobby in hard carry. Because you just, like, here's the thing. People in bronze aren't stupid, by the way. Like, I think a lot of people have this misconception that because you're bronze, you're stupid. That's literally not how it works. The reason that people are in bronze is because they don't understand specific concepts of the game. So, for example, you can't expect someone to win. Let's just use this as an analogy. You can't expect someone to win a chess game if they don't know how all the pieces work. Okay? Like, if you don't know what a rook does, of course you're never going to win in chess, right? Like, they literally just don't know how to even approach the game, right? So, for example, if you know anything about chess, you probably know that protecting your pieces in chess is a very important concept. Okay? And we can analogize this to Overwatch, and we can say that not doubling up is a very important concept in Overwatch, okay? But if you literally don't have that knowledge, you are just going to perform worse because you don't even know to think this way. You don't even know it's an option, right? So the people with bronze aren't stupid. They just don't understand, like, core concepts. And then they also have difficulty applying it if they do know it. A lot of getting out of really low ranks is just playing more to learn about the game. That's just kind of not true. I've coached a bunch of bronze players that play a lot and they're still stuck in bronze. And then they have issues like really bad focus issues, for example, or like actual mechanical motor issues as well. Like there's a bunch of things that can happen. Does coach play chess? Not really. I just know some of the concepts of it. Well, tell if you play chess and don't know what the pieces do, I'd call you kind of dumb. I feel like bronze is point and shoot sim, and then as you climb, you learn to use your brain more. No, it's not. It's not. It's literally the same game. Another common misconception in Overwatch is different ranks play different. Like, people always say ranks play differently. Every rank plays differently. In metal ranks, you have to play more selfish. In higher ranks, you play for the team. This is literally not true at all. It's literally not true at all. You play especially how I teach you guys to play. You play Overwatch exactly the same in every single elo, right? It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. You think about angles. How can I control more space? How can I stop playmaking? It's just that the lower elo you are, the more likely your plays are to convert. Your conversion rate on a play is higher on average. Okay? Every rank is the same though. It's the exact same ideas. It doesn't change. Super common misconception. I didn't know doubling up was a thing until watching these VODs. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just the knowledge. Like, a lot of the times it's literally just knowledge. Yeah, I didn't know doubling up was bad. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. I got out of bronze on Ana and hit gold when I started Overwatch 2 just by throwing nades on cooldown. Yeah, like, like, typically there's pretty fundamental things that are missed, like, about the interpretation of the game. Okay, let's look at this. We have plateaued. Okay. Are we playing less? No, we're playing basically the same amount. Not as true. You do need to play more selfish. If you're a support player and low elo, you just gotta go kill. Like if you're playing Ana on Jib with Winston and GM versus Bronze, playing to farm Nano and 3-2-1 purple is troll. No, that's literally just not true. I just don't agree. Going for big nades is good in every elo. Farming Nano is good in every elo. I mean, Ana might be a little bit different because Ana's gameplay loop looks a little bit different. Like Ana specifically. But other heroes it plays like you play selfishly the whole time. You always play selfishly. What do you mean by convert? I don't know if it takes too long to explain. Okay. You need to think about Overwatch as a statistical game. Okay. At any point, you need to think about it like this. Whenever you make a play, there is some percentage of the time that play is going to work, right? So that play might work 50% of the time, 60% of the time. It doesn't matter. Like it's some arbitrary amount, okay? The percentage of the time that play wins is what I can call converting, right? If you can, like, for example, let's say I'm in a 1v1 with an Ana. The chance that I kill her is the conversion rate. Can I convert the Ana kill? Okay. So what you want to do in Overwatch is you want to do as much possible to give you the highest chance of conversion possible. So, for example, like if I want to win the 1v1 with the Ana, I need to take a flank. I need to wait till she doesn't have cooldowns. I need to save roll, stuff like that. So you want to maximize for conversion rate. I think you're right with Overwatch being the same game in every elo. It makes sense. The core fundamentals don't change. Yeah, it doesn't change. The reason that people flank more in low elo, especially if they're smurfing, is because they can get away with it. But that doesn't mean that's not a good like fundamental understanding of the game. Like that's a very lazy application. They're just doing that because they can get away with it. You can still win in bronze by playing how I teach you guys how to play. On average, you will win on average. You might not have a 100% win rate, but you'll have a 60% win rate, and then you'll have better habits going into higher ranks. But yes. The most surprising thing as well is that a diamond can aim as good as some GMs. There are little like plow players with better aim than me. I don't have that great of aim. It's my weakest point as a player. And I hit champ. In the ranks you can get away with things. Yeah, exactly. But that doesn't mean people are playing correctly. Yeah. Okay, we need to move on here. This is Bashy Overwatch. I win most of my games on other Flashpoint maps, but struggling on New Junk for some reason. Maybe I just don't know the map as well, especially on the closed off points. I don't really know where to play. Will be helpful to see what rotations I've missed here. I kind of trolled first point, I think, doubled up, and didn't really find good angles in general. I think I'm also still missing team checks at times, but I'm working on that. Other than that, I think I played well enough, at least from my knowledge of the map. Okay. It's this one, right? Yes. Got kind of carried here. Game felt kind of awkward. Missed one kill on Tracer on first map. Probably cost us around. Are we one-tricking? We are one-tricking. What's the trend again? We're going basically even most games. 2-2, 2-2. Okay. Felt like I played well. Just couldn't do enough for our tank to win the matchup. Wait. Played a Mega Room on downtown as always, but got too much attention for my support there, I guess, because our tank just couldn't live. Fucked up on second count, bad timing. Second attack is horrible. Okay. Struggle this game, took silver bullet in the Winston. Still not sure how to approach this map. Just held high ground. Okay, so like whenever stuff like this comes up, Bashi, are you looking up answers? Like whenever you ask questions like, still not sure how to approach the map, are you looking up how to play Hollywood? Are you looking for my VODs? Are you watching pros? Really struggled here, got no value angling, and got spawn camped by Echo constantly. Okay. I think I need to play more. No, I think the amount you play is fine. I mean, you probably benefit from playing more. Yeah, like without a doubt. But 4 games a day should be enough to climb. To be honest. I'm looking through your VODs, yeah? Okay, cool. And then I think your system's fine. I think your notes are generally good here. I think your questions are generally good here. I think the process is fine. So we'll look, hopefully we're able to kind of have an epiphany here as we look at this code. New Junk City. Okay. Let me also open up New Junk on my other instance of Overwatch. Here it is. Settings, maps, none. New Junk City. Where's Flashpoint? There it is. Okay, this is in Masters as well. Okay. We're gonna go right side. We're gonna go far right here, okay? Where's our ally DPS? He's in main, so going right side makes sense. Flashpoint went from being my least favorite to my favorite mode after realizing that flanking on cast is something that you can do. This is a very common concept, by the way. This happens a lot. The reason high-level players prefer symmetrical map types like Control, Push, and Flashpoint is because they give every single hero in the entire game playmaking. The reason Escort and Hybrid suck is because a lot of heroes can't play the game on those maps. Because there's no angling, there's no sides, there's no stuff you can do. You have to just go main or do random shit like that a lot of the time. You have like telegraph plays. Okay, you're way too scared here. Honestly, I'd be way braver than this. So once you come this angle, I'm going for that kill. I'm coming here, I'm walking here, I'm looking for a flashbang. Like, I'm going for the kill here. So you play this a little bit too scared. Like, here's the problem, Bashi. You come to this angle, and because you don't take it aggressively, you let yourself get zoned. Like, look. So, look. You are still stuck in the door. You don't go wide. Like, I need you to go wider here. Do this. Come here. Do this. Get way more active. You're here. You get scared, and now look. The Sierra spams you, and then you give up all the space in the world. Same thing here. You get spammed, and you give up all the space in the world. You just got zoned out because you didn't play aggressively enough. They're not even committing to this. They're just shooting you. They're shooting peas at you. Like, you need to just come right side. You needed to hard flank. You needed to do something. This is way too passive. Okay, we kill that guy because we're damage boosted. That's epic. And now we're doubled up with the Emre. Now our Emre is coming right side. You need to not go this way now that he's here. You have to go main. You have to go main. Yeah. Look, if you went main, you would have avoided getting marked by the Dom, and then you could shoot everybody in the back. Misplay. This is what you talked about in the notes. But yeah, this is a misplay. Okay, so then here you just need to rotate. Whatever. You kind of rotate. It's fine. Yeah, I realized that on the block. Yeah. This whole fight's whatever now. Yeah, okay. Our team is back. Where do we see them? They're all in main. We should be pathing right side right now. Yeah. So you need to see that your team is here. You need to think to yourself, what space is not being controlled by my team right now, and come right side. Right? Come this way, and then look at this. You might have killed this Sierra there. I don't know if you would have made it, but it would have been maybe possible. So now you're here. Okay, cool. Just stay here. Dude, even do this, bro. Stand here. Do this. Have you ever stood here and shot from this angle? Do this. How are they going to clear you? They're playing a slow tank, and the only speed they have is Lucio. Right? The only fast hero they have is Lucio. You could be aggressive. Good fight. Too scared. You're way too scared. Way too scared. Fight her. Fight this guy, dude. Look, she has to come into your space. Okay? Not only do you hit the flash, you're like basically full HP. You're way too scared. Now you leave the angle. You give up space control. And then now she gets to take this angle for free. Oh, she got nanoed. I didn't even realize that. My bad. I didn't even realize. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see her getting nanoed. That's actually my bad. Yeah, you kind of can't take the 1v1 into a nano zero, unfortunately. Nice kill. Nice. Okay. I mean, honest, I think that last fight you played fine. You could have went wider there to stop. Like, I want to point out, if you had went wider there, you would have stopped this here from being able to do that to begin with, right? So, for example, if you went wider, I think it was like basically now. Boom, boom, boom. Like, you'd force probably 2 or 3 people to turn around. And then I wouldn't be surprised if your Mal got pins in. Like, I think everything about this fight would have panned out differently. Or if you had ratted here, you would have been able to kill the Sierra. Like, it would have just panned out for you. It would have been super strong. Okay. Your echo is deep left. Okay. To be honest, I just don't think this is a good swing from you. Because here, one thing you have to understand about the way, when they rework this point, you need to think about this spot being very open. Like, look at this. Your whole side is exposed to anybody who's playing here. Which a lot of people will play here. So I kind of don't like you swinging this. I'd prefer you just stand in main and shoot Dom and work like this side angle like this, to be honest. Your echo is already angling on the left here, so you don't even need to really do anything on this side of the map. I think he should fight the Nano Sierra, though. He rotates out and gives her the angle. If he fought her, maybe he still dies, but Nano gets less value and his team carries. No, he needed to prevent it from happening. Like, what you're thinking about is, like... The big problem is the Nano Sierra shouldn't have been there to begin with, right? You can argue maybe now that he's there, he should be fighting her, but it kind of doesn't matter because he shouldn't have let it happen. Like, we need to be thinking about the prevention, not the cure, right? If you have the cure mindset, it's going to be really hard to get better at Overwatch. You need to think about, how can I prevent that from happening? How could I have, like, made it harder for them to do that to begin with? And then once you have the optimal prevention, then you can start thinking about cures. I think it was too fight the Nano. Exactly. Like, that's literally it. He needed to stop it from happening to begin with. Like, I could be like, you should fight him because, you know, you need to occupy resources. But that conversation is not productive. We need to be thinking about what was the best play. Like, originally, what was the best line? Because you're optimizing for a play on a worse line whenever you think about that. Which just kind of just isn't very important. And then this angle is poor from you. Stop stacking in main. Stand here and rat or something. Like, stand here and get active. Yeah, like, look. If you were on the angle, boom, look who you'd be shooting right now. Everybody, you'd be shooting anybody from here. Does your guy run it down? Yeah. But you could have been on the angle controlling more space to begin with, and then maybe you catch a backline. When you got a mercy pocket, do you want to flank less? You want to prefer main with the pocket. The problem is Cass is too slow to make the most out of being pocketed on an angle. If you're something like a soldier, you can still flank, but as Cass, you're kind of just too slow. So you end up preferring main most of the time. But 90% of the time you guys send me VODs where you're quote-unquote pocketed, you aren't actually pocketed, by the way. So just keep that in mind. You need to just continue rotating. This is a good idea, but keep rotating, right? So here, we go left. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Like, I don't want to see any of this. Keep walking, keep walking. Like, I don't care if you did it this way or this way, but I need you to continue rotating because you need to be, like, back here now. You need to keep going. I think it's a map launch thing. I need to try that. Yeah, but Bashi, here's what you should be thinking. Why is that a map knowledge thing? Why? Like, why did you never try flanking like this? Like, why have you never tried using this space? Guys, seen the less hesitation from you. That play was good. I like the idea. Because I'm not trying things. Yeah, like just go throw shit at the wall. Like the more shit you try, the bigger your realm of understanding is, and the more you'll learn and the faster you'll climb. Because then you'll be able to think more about what could be the best play. Like the reason, if you don't do things, you'll never know what possibilities even exist. So you need to go do them to know if they exist or not. And then as you try to rank up, you'll be able to correctly identify what the best line is more often than not. Right? The reason I know so much more than you guys is because I've thrown hundreds more games than you guys have even played. Try first or as you go. Yeah, exactly. Like my students that get hard stuck or plateau are my students who start thinking too much about outcome. Stop thinking about outcome. Keep experimenting. Like the fact that we've never tried an angle is an issue, right? We need to be trying things. Love this from you. Deadeye that guy. You should just deadeye people like this, by the way. Whenever they do this, like this really weird shit, like go up in the air, just deadeye them. Just kill them. Just punish the misplay. Nice. Go wide here. I'm actually fine with this setup left side. Okay. Come left. I'm fine for this. Okay. Match intentions. We are zoned by the dom wall. I like the idea here, but you kind of just can't deadeye here because of the dom wall. The idea was fine, though. I'm definitely too focused on trying to get to GM. Yeah, Bashi, here's what you need to think about. This goes for everybody. You need to think about your rank is a byproduct of your system. Okay? Stop obsessing over whether or not you're at the rank you want to be at, and start obsessing whether or not your system is good enough to get you to the rank you deserve. Okay? So think about, am I experimenting? Am I VOD reviewing? Am I getting coaching? Like, you're doing most of this, which is really good. But if you start obsessing over outcome, you sacrifice the quality of your system, right? Because obviously we stop limit testing, we stop trying things, we get worried about being flamed, and now you're no longer expanding you're no longer growing, you're just performing at your level, right? The only time I care about you guys obsessing over outcome is in two situations. Number one, we're in a tournament. Okay, in tournaments, play to win. Okay, or number two, it's your rank up game to whatever you're doing. If it's neither of these situations, I don't give a fuck about the outcome of the game, and I only care about you guys learning. Okay, these are the only two situations where playing to win is excusable. Okay, otherwise we're trolling. Just play with someone better, so even if you're limit testing, you still win. No, that's literally not how you do it at all. That actually builds really bad habits. Don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Like, you shouldn't. The reason solo queue is broken in OP on patch method is because you no longer have to worry about what people think of you. Whenever you're stacking with people, the problem is you start being conscious. You start getting self-conscious about your performance. It's very common. I know, lol, my bad. I should put a slash has. Oh, I see. Sorry. Oh, this is a super messy fight. Honestly, whatever. I like this from you. I think it's maybe a little bit too far. Can you... Where is your Maga? Your Maga's in. You need to see that your Maga's in. And you need to cancel going wide here. And you need to go help him. You need to come up these boxes and come help him. So you're missing awareness here. I think even rank up games doesn't matter as much as if you're just playing to improve. The reason I like you guys playing to rank up, or sorry, to win on your rank up games, is because you guys, it's very common where I see people get more confidence when they rank up. So I'd actually prefer you play to win. It's also a good excuse to kind of just cash in on your ability. Yeah, you will fluctuate, yeah, but it'll show you that your process is working. Yeah, confidence is key, exactly, Ark. Yes, I was about to say go left here. Nice job. Okay. Bashi, I want to see you rat here. We have no ultimates. I want to see a rat. Go stand in the corner. Bashi, how often do you rat? This is all fine, by the way. You're just contributing to the fight. Your big issue there was getting slept, but whatever. You need to be looking for a Deadeye here. So once you get to this angle, go even wider. Like, come this way, walk up the staircase, stand on the bridge, and Deadeye these guys. We are perma blue, so very hard to rat. Oh, are we getting pocketed? Oh, yeah, we are. We weren't getting pocketed earlier, but now we are. But once you're pocketed, like, just come here and do this and pop Deadeye or something. Like, get active. You're on. If you're gonna do this, go further. Otherwise, just stay in main with the pocket. Either one. Like, but standing here is weak because they can just unswing you or ignore you, like one of the two. Whenever you're pocketed, you want to be unignorable, right? So come left side, walk up here, shoot them dead. Like, this is what the fuck are they gonna do if you're standing here? It's actually impossible to deal with you here. And they have to clear you, or you threaten going into their spawn and killing people. Okay. Yeah, like, they're too far away for you to actually be able to kill anybody here. Yeah, I think you played okay a lot of this, but I needed some more limit testing from you. Like, I need, like, the way you carry as Cassidy is you do, like, this kind of play. Stand here in Deadeye. Like, you do these super heavy flank plays. Like, on first point, for example, you come this way and then you stand here with, like, maybe a mid-fight rotation of coming here and doing this. Or, like, if it's on this side of the map, you come, like, rat here maybe. Like, these are the kind of plays I need from you. I also need you to do, like, I just need to get way more active. Like, I want to see codes from you where you're, like, playing in their spawn. Like, I think you're just a little, like, you flank, which is nice, but I don't think you're limit testing enough on this map. Like, I think and it's kind of indicative to me that this is a problem for this map. For some reason, you just kind of, like, don't limit test enough. Because, I mean, look at this. Delta 9 on Suravasa is insane. He's literally 9-0 on Suravasa and 6-2 on Flashpoint. Like, you're almost there. I just think for some reason on New Junk City, you kind of just fall to your comfort zone. I'd actually, Bashi, next time you send me a code, send me a push map. Send me Esperanza, send me any of these. Because I feel like you probably have the same issue on these maps. Very similar issue. Okay? So I need a little bit more limit testing from you. I need you to get active. I need you to be in their spawn. I need you to spawn camp. I need, I hope it's kind of apparent what I need from you. Like, you have good habits. I love you getting aggressive. I love you playing these angles. Like, it's great. And you are identifying, like, when you're doubling up most of the time. Like, you have a lot of good hygiene here. But I just need way more from you. Like, this play I needed. The first point, I needed you to flip the map. Like, I need you to do stuff like that. Reno was my last code. Yeah, it was similar for sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I see. Okay, verdict losing for me. I don't have anything concrete other than I just need more limit testing from you. Your system looked good to me in terms of, like, keeping a spreadsheet, so on and so forth. But yeah, on that map, I just needed, like, map flips from you. That was really it. Spawn camping, stuff like that. Does that make sense? Like, and this is the thing as well. As you guys' coach, a lot of the time I can't give you. There's not always a trend. Every game, there's not always a trend or a pattern or a mistake like that. So I can't always point to you guys to something, or else I'm just, like, saying shit on my ass. Right? Okay. That's going to be verdict losing for me. I think I just know Alice and Suravasa better for some reason. Yeah. I think it's also because you've gotten coaching on those maps, I believe. So it's also more helpful. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna run 3 minutes of ads. Quick ad break, everybody, as we load up the next raffle. Let me make sure this is resolved. Switch work resolved. I'm gonna do new raffle 300. If you're here and you'd like to be selected for coaching, please do exclamation mark enter. If you're here and you just want to claim a ticket to be more likely to win in the future, please just do exclamation mark claim. With that being said, I'm gonna send everybody to Twitch to ad jail for 3 minutes. Everybody stand up, drink water, get hydrated, do what you gotta do. We'll see everybody in 3 minutes. Boom. Oh wait, someone mentioned Maximilian's vault. Holy moly, what did I get? Oh wow. Wow.
I believe.
Wow, this is nice. The raw, I didn't realize you could buy that skin anymore.
I have.
Takoyaki, okay. Okay. Not sure. The skin's okay.
Shall we do business?
What about on my other account? We leave here.
Someone needs to fill this.
Shop. Wait, how do I do it again? Oh yeah, shop Maximilian's vault. Kiriko skins. Oh, this skin is fire actually. This skin is so good. Oh, but I might just buy this skin to be honest. Oh wait, no, I have I think I have the mythic on Sojourn, right? Yeah, I do. I kind of like Sojourn's mythic. They should just give skins for highest progression level heroes already. I think they do based on playtime. There's like a lot of the reason people get stuff for people that heroes they don't even play is because they don't have the personalized ads on for Blizzard, I think. Or at least that was a thing a while ago. I don't know if it's fixed. It's just, oh yeah. Is there a way for us to see who won the raffle once it's over? Not really. Like the system sucks. Like the system sucks, the current system. There's a message that pops up in chat that says who wins, but that's it. But it doesn't like notify you guys. It doesn't give you like follow up. That's kind of the big issue. You should say gameplay needs more swag when you tell them to get active. Yeah. There's a lot of things they could say. I mean, swag is definitely a term I use a lot whenever it comes to like pushing people in their spawn, flanking, stuff like that. This gear skin is so fire.
I have been looking forward.
This skin is good too.
Welcome.
How much time do we have on ads left? Let's see. 30 seconds. All right, cool. Okay. Next things I'm working on, by the way, are so this next week is finals week for me, and then I'm done with college, which is nice. I'm gonna be doing full-time content for 2 months, or about a month and a half. It might not actually be 2 months, but I'm gonna be working on a bunch of stuff in the meantime, namely some bot overview stuff. Because one thing that's a common problem right now, and one of the big reasons why the community hasn't grown faster, is it's actually pretty difficult for new people to get coaching because we have a lot of regulars, which is not the regulars' fault by any means. You guys are just leveraging the system available to you, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But the system should be designed where if you've never been VOD reviewed before, you're more likely to be selected. So I'm going to be working on the bot to do stuff like that a little bit more. Also, instead of having to do a Twitch command as well, you will be able to also be able to do it through the Discord. Do you guys think it would be good to get on an alt account so I don't care as much? I mean, you can if you want. There's mixed results for people. As long as you try to keep the alt the same rank as your main, I don't really see an issue with it. Like, for example, Tail, my main is Audacitail, and Tail is my champ account. And part of the reason I was able to hit Tail on that account, or champ on that account, is because it was my alt account, so I cared about my rank less. Because I was so anxious about my rank on Audacitail, I never climbed. But because I didn't really care about my rank as much on Tail, it ended up working out fine. I think playing on one account is like probably long-term productive, because if you play on two, you're not really addressing the problem, which is ranked anxiety. But when it comes to stuff like anxiety, it's kind of hard to fix because it's a psychological issue. I think playing on alt is fine, but 6v6 works as well. Yeah, it kind of just depends on what your objective is. Like, if your objective is to practice mechanics or something, or practice some application of something, then 6v6 is better, probably. Learning to not care is a skill, but whatever. No, I mean, I agree. Like, I agree. It's just, like, it's a way more difficult thing to work on than... because it's emotional, right? A lot of what I teach you guys in Overwatch is not emotional. It's just like, go do things. Like, go flank, whatever. Like, go just play ranked is a little bit difficult when people put so much pride and value and effort, or like they put so much of their self-worth in their rank. And the only thing I can tell you as a coach is stop worrying about your rank so much, lol, which is not very helpful. All right. Poppy, did you win the raffle? Is that what this is? Yep, Poppy. Okay, nice. Poppy, congratulations. You've been selected for coaching. Let's do great things. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I'm tired. Where's my code? Do I screenshot the sheet? Yeah, if you move to the new thing, screenshot the summary page. Yeah. Posting it. Okay, guys. I prefer if you have them posted already. But sure. I will make it a requirement in the future, but because there's no requirement right now, I'm a bit easier on it. Again, a lot of people look for the coaching just for the sake of improving rank. Well, yeah, I agree. I think, like, it's also just... The students I struggle with the most, and the students who get stuck, are the students most obsessed with rank. Like, there's pretty much a direct correlation between your obsession with rank and your ability to climb. It's insane. It's, like, not even close. Those are by far the most difficult students to coach. Taylor, did you look at Worminator GitHub? I have not even opened it. No. I will open it today, though. Or probably not today. I don't have time. It's going to be probably tomorrow. I'll be looking at it. But yes, Worminator is now what I'm doing. I will make the spreadsheet video, but I'm going to be working mainly on the bot. Does the spreadsheet work if I remove all the maps and heroes and change them to a different game? What do you mean? Different game, like League of Legends? You could do that, I mean, if you want. It would work. Like, you could retrofit the spreadsheet for League of Legends. Yeah. Like, using it, yeah, it would work. It would work for Val. Like, you could do, here's how you would do it, by the way. That's actually a very interesting question. If you wanted to change this to work for Valorant, I mean, you'd have to fix a few things, but, like, you would change these heroes to be, like, Chamber, Omen, whatever, in this column, and then their role here. And then, it would break some stuff. It would break some stuff. It would break, like, for example, you'd have to... it'd be kind of tough. It would be kind of tough. I'd have to think about how you would do it. But, like, you would have to change the hero names here, change the roles here. You'd have to go into this information hidden table and change this stuff as well. It'd be kind of tough. It'd be kind of hard. Because there's some logic. Like, I only built it for 3 roles, not 5 roles or whatever's in Valorant. Posted? Okay. Do you play much, lol, Tail? No, I don't. I mean, yesterday I played a lot with friends, but I don't play a lot of Overwatch. I play maybe, like, on average, like an average week, maybe like 6 hours a week.
This is the end for you.
Okay. I don't play as much as I should. Whenever I start streaming every day, I will be streaming more often, though. Or playing more often. Wait, where's the spreadsheet? Screenshots are in the general channel. Didn't know where to post it. Oh, put it in here. Where are my notes? Okay. Didn't know how to play with my soldier. Oh, this is okay. Move to the new template, Poppy, and then I need to just make a tutorial, bro. I need to just make a tutorial. This is fine for now. You can't put it in the posts. Let me fix that real quick. Everyone, attach files. Okay, it's fixed now. You can now. Isn't that the new template? Oh yeah, it is the new template. You are right. You're actually right. Just screenshot the summary page, Poppy, not this one, not these. I don't care about these. These analysis pages are for you. It's for you to learn. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. We don't really. Yeah, we play like 3 days a week. Mostly damage. We are negative delta now. We're losing right now. Looks like we just don't play as consistently. It's kind of the key. Like, your biggest issue right now is you just consistency. Like, look, we only play like 3 days a week, basically, and it's only a few games. Yeah, exams are, yeah. This is like, this is kind of natural that you're not improving. You're not playing every day. And the notes are okay. Mostly cast, some Bastion. And then I don't really, you should be winning. These are all maps that should be winning for you other than Rialto. Ilios, Lijiang, Esperanza, New Junk. These all need help. But yeah, I mean, the number one problem is that we haven't been playing at all very much recently. Like, in the last 7 days, you've played 6 games. Whenever you were really grinding, you played like 100 some odd games. Right? So, I mean, that's why you're plateaued. It's going to be really difficult to improve when you're not playing consistently. Right. So, that's it. And then your notes are okay. I mean, the questions are really bad. Like, can I get our rope? Like, are we... Bro, come on. All right. Look at this code. Let me grab this. Leave. Surely Poppy didn't play 100 games in a week? Nah, not in a week. He played like 100 games over this, like a season. Or 2. I was tilting all right though, so I edit them when I calm down. Just don't write them. Like, just don't write them. That's it. Even if you're tilting. Just leave it blank. It's literally counterproductive.
4, 3,
Like, I'd rather you write nothing.
1.
Like, in the new spreadsheet, like, I'm gonna be harder on it moving forward, because not only is it annoying to me, by the way, I find it pretty annoying, but also it's in here as something to avoid. Like, so I'm gonna be pointing to this a lot more. I'm not really gonna beat you guys up for it right now because there wasn't a system before now. But now that this is something that I'm going to be making very apparent in the community, I don't want to see these tilt notes. They're not only are they counterproductive, but it's just kind of annoying. Like, just delete them. Write nothing. Literally write nothing. I write them for myself as like an explanation. What is that? I don't even know what that means. Like, what do you mean by as an explanation? You can write stuff like, my diva got DMAC 10 times, so I wasn't able to walk forward. But then you need to give yourself something to work with. Why did your diva get DMAC 10 times? Figure it out. Go in the VOD review and see why the guy's dying. Is he inting? Okay, is he int? If he's inting, are you making the most of his int? Stuff like that. Very important. Like, I'm so tired of people just coping about the bad teammates and not investigating why it's happening. You guys need to look into it. See why these guys are dying all the time. Are they actually being stupid? And if they're being stupid, fine. You can't do anything about it anyway. So you might as well think about how can you make the best of that. Okay? That's why it's annoying to me. Because I would find it less annoying if you guys complained about your teammates and then you figured out why they sucked. If you just complain about your teammates, I don't want to see it. I really don't want to see it, to be honest with you guys. It's not productive. Yeah, it's just not productive. You don't learn anything. If I wrote nothing, I wouldn't understand why I lost. You didn't. I guarantee you, unless you're champion, you did not lose because of your teammates. Unless they were literally AFK. And that's very rare. There's always something you can do better. Okay, so your soldier goes left side here. Wait, what? So you go left side here. Okay, so your soldier goes left, so you cancel and go right side instead. You don't come this way. So you need to be thinking about in terms of how can I control space? Coming main should be kind of your last option here. You want to be thinking in terms of lane control on the map. Can you control this side? Can you control this side? And then if neither of those are possible, then you can work main. But I want you to think about these flanks here. Calm left, calm right, either one. Typically, this right side's not that good for Cassidy because the fights are just kind of awkward, but you'd be playing with your Ram here. I don't really like you face checking main here. Is right side flank on attack second Rialto the only possible play? Right side flank on second Rialto? Like, go up top? It's the only thing that makes sense for Cass. Because you have to clear the high ground. Or else your team is just gonna die. Okay, so like I needed you to work these angles the whole time. Like instead of coming main and shooting this Zarya, go right side. So you need to go right side here. And then once you do go right side, I need you to not, you had the same problem as Basti. Once you're here, you're getting marked by the Juno, you get scared and back up back to your team. That's not what I need from you. I need you to map flip and do this and then do this. I need you to get even more aggressive. Even more aggressive. Don't let these guys zone you out. Continue rotating and then do this. You needed to continue rotating here. And then I need you to not fight these guys in main. I need you to either go up top or come right side. And the reason you would go up top here is because you want to control this space. Control this space. Get the flank going. Get the flank up. Like, flank these guys. Yeah, like all these people are able to live because you're not on this flank cutting off their rotation. I heard a Genji and got scared. Oh yeah, he's above you. And whatever, that's fine. To be honest, I think you probably should have took the fight into the Genji there, but it's not the deal. I understand why you leave. But now, like, here's the thing. Because you're not fighting for space at all, look. So you're still in main here. You need to rotate back to the angle. Once you know the Genji left, you need to rotate back to the angle and start to deny the space. Right. You know, here's the problem. Look, like, here's the reason why I'm leaning toward that recommendation is, look, you don't make that rotation. So, I mean, they jetpack it over anyway. You wouldn't have been able to prevent it. Whatever. I'll give it to you. I'll give this to you. But there's no world we're going wide here, by the way. Okay? So once you unswing here, look, your Ram is backing up, and you very clearly see him back up. There's no world we're going wide. So when can both DPS be on an angle, and when do I need to stay in main? When other DPS is hard flanking? Yes. Like, if your guy is flanking, be main. Like, here's the thing. It's not really about, like, the reason I express it as don't double up is because it's not always where you want to be in main. You want to prefer main. Like, if this guy's flanking, Kodama, your soldier player, if he's flanking, you want to prefer main. But on some maps, there are lanes you can control. Like on this map, for example, being on this side of the map would be okay. It would be pretty good. I think in this situation, it was fine. Like, I took it back. I was thinking about it, that playing on the right side is probably better here, but I think it's actually okay to be in this position. But, like, the reason it's don't double up is because sometimes you will just play a different angle from your guy. It's not always about playing main, right? You will prefer a main when your other guy is flanking, but if they're not flanking, you can, I mean, yeah. You want space control and having pressure from main is important. If your other guy already on the angle, then you should probably be a main. Yeah, exactly. Like, you want to prefer main. You want to prefer main. That way you can win the tank trade. The thing is as well, I do these really deep flank plays way more in 6v6 and quick play where I just don't care. Yeah, like, you just need to stop caring. And that's hard to express as a coach. Like, how do I tell you to stop caring? Like, you die to this cast, by the way, because this guy's just able to make the rotation for free, right? Like, look at this. I mean, he gets jetpack cat up here, but I mean, this is the strength of jetpack cat, but he's up here because he wasn't contested. That's the good thing. Is it a thing more for pace slot maps? payload maps, I mean, yeah.
Where was
Guys, just don't double up. Like, if you apply the concept of not doubling up, you are making the right play 80% of the time. Like, that's it. It's don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Of course, you should be thinking, like, can I control an angle? But as long as you're not doubling up, it's largely fine. Like, both the times where I was like, you should be here, I ended up leaning, I ended up saying it's okay because we're just not doubled up and we can contribute to tank trade. It's fine. As long as you're not doubled up, it's not a big deal. Most of the time, it's okay. But, of course, you want to be, I mean, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to go into the nuance on it. Okay, there's nothing to do about that, to be honest. I don't mind this Deadeye. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's Deadeye's fine. They have to do something here. I would just hold it, to be honest, though. You're kind of far away. I would just walk. You have the option to walk here. I think it's fine, but you could have maybe gotten a little bit more from that. And then you need to go wider here. So here, your idea should not be to walk close. It should be to walk wide. It's kind of small, but you do end up dying for it. You walk close like this, and it ends up getting you killed. If you walk wider, like went for this, also do know that going this way connects this way. But yeah. That's whatever to me, to be honest. That was enough to win. You forced everybody to turn around, and you forced like 5 cooldowns, so it was fine. Where's your soldier at? Oh, he dies. Okay. We come left side. Okay, that guy should die. Yeah, you need to not be scared here. So you see him use both cooldowns. That's deflect. That's dash. He fucked up. You need to commit to this fight. He should die here. Dashing on someone with no deflect is actually crazy, especially when he's when you hit this flash. You have to commit for that. Like, I would be going wide for the killer right now. He has no cooldowns. Nice. Okay. Shoot Zarya. What's the Cat's matchup against big jetpack Cat AC-130? You counter Cat most of the time. He was just kind of in a weird situation where the Cat can fly over the roof, which is kind of hard to deal with on this map. But Cat has so little health that you can deal a bajillion damage, sure. Okay, so here they end up sky nooning again. It's a bad flash technique. Gets you hit by Hinder there. Unfortunate. It's actually really good awareness from you to know he's behind or above you, so you actually go into their side. Yumi, thank you for the Prime resubscription. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Yumi. Much appreciate your support of Bug Nation. This is fine. Nice. That is Sky Noon is extreme noob behavior from your team. Unlucky. Sky Noon is OP, bro. That it literally has no counterplay. I forgot it doesn't automatically do it. Yeah, you gotta redo it manually because Amazon doesn't want to let go of their $5. How dare you, Amazon? Unbelievable. Katshin is OP too when he gets nuke perk. This is true. It's actually stupid OP. Okay, so this isn't a good use of Deadeye. I mean, it's okay. It's not ideal though. Because Poppy, instead of using this Deadeye, imagine if you just continued rotating and you use Deadeye like here. Or here. Yeah, you needed to just keep going. It's okay, but it's not that good. It's not as good because they're gonna be walking backwards anyway, right? I don't think they're gonna be holding space into the ram on this corner. They're gonna be giving space so that they can better leverage their position here, right? Their advantage. They're not gonna be holding for this corner. They're gonna be holding for this main space. So I think like, yeah, I think if you just moved for the wrap and did a Deadeye over here, it would be stronger than if you stand on the single. Because they're kiting anyway, right? Yeah, you needed to go left side here. Like, we end up walking main. I know your soldier's left. No, your soldier would end up going back to right side. Yeah, your soldier's going right side. You should go left. Seeing your carry left side is fine. Stacking with the support is fine. It's when you stack with your ally DPS that's the issue. Could he also flip the map from here into the stairway? Like full mid-fight rotate. He needs to just go left. Like we need to just flip. Yeah, we need to flip the map this way is what we need to do. We're already on. There's no world where we go to jump pad side because we're not on that side of the map. It would just take longer. We have to go left side. Okay, I need you. Like you missed like 3 map flip opportunities there. Where did that have taken too long at 96%? You're not the touch though. It doesn't matter how long it takes because you're not touching. And it's like, and you had time to do it beforehand too. Like, look, you could have done it during this. Like, as you're waiting for your team, one thing I talk about very frequently is, can you set up an angle beforehand? So here you can't. Here you could team check. Boom. And then here's what you could have done. Walk this way, dodge the cars. Like, walk, dodge the car, dodge the car, dodge the car. End up here. Be here. Pop Deadeye. Or walk this way, kill Juno. Like, I don't know. You could do something like that. You had time before the fight started. Yeah, and no, the fight like isn't even happening. People are just shooting their gun. Like, there's no cooldowns really being committed other than your Deadeye there. Yeah. Like, if it was Sky Noon versus Nanoblade, I know Nanoblade is coming, and I'm probably gonna eat shit either way. But Sky Noon on every point, I can plan a way to avoid it. I just think on most points, like, it's really difficult to play against Sky Noon.
4, 3,
Unless it's like an indoor map. Like, there are some maps where you can just avoid it because of the architecture. But on most maps, I feel like it's just unavoidable. Like, on this map, it's kind of unavoidable unless you're playing in the mini room. Like, unless you're in this room here, you're just always dead to Sky Noon. It's impossible to deal with. Unless you shoot him in the air. Okay, here you see your soldier go main, so you go left side. I'm fine with that. I don't really prefer this side, to be honest. I like controlling the mini room more, but it's I think you can argue for being here, so it's not a big deal. Like, one thing to keep in mind, guys, is if you can reasonably argue for a position, like, I think arguing for this side is fine because it's like you want high ground control, you want to deny rotations. There's a mini here. Like, I'm fine with that. The plays I'm not fine with is when it's like kind of inexcusable to argue for a position. So, like, for example, if he rolled out floor and it was like, but then I'd have a flank on backline. This rotation is way too long. Like, there's literally no way this is any remotely chance of being good, right? So positions like this, I don't mind. It doesn't mean that I don't have to think it's optimal. As long as you can defend it, I'm fine with it. This is all fine. Just shoot Zarya from the high ground. No big deal. Shoot Jetpack Cat. Stand on the left side of the map. Just zone them out. We don't have to do anything crazy here. Scared to Genji engage. Should have went for the flash slightly earlier there, but whatever. Accidental jump. Yes, no big deal. Just rotate back. Now Genji's marking you. Whatever. Now you need. I would leave this angle. I wouldn't even be here anymore. I'd rotate right side or at least team check. Yeah, I would team check. See this guy's here, and then I guess stop their rotation. It's fine. Not a big deal. Now go top. Okay, I'm not sure I would go for a Deadeye here. I don't really know what the idea of this Deadeye is. Because the Deadeye, maybe you're trying to stop them from taking your space here, but I would argue your gun would have more pressure than this. To be honest with you. Like, I think what you should do is you can hear everybody back in main. I would just take the fight again. Like, just keep fighting for this space. That was the original idea. But I just think, like, the enemy team, what is the enemy team trying to do? They're trying to cap the point. They're not going to push into this space anyway. Like, the only time they're going to be taking this space is if they cap the point and they're trying to kill you guys. That's the only time they try to cap this space or take this space. Otherwise, they're just going to stand here and shoot you, right? So we don't even really need Deadeye to stop them from taking space here. We should just be going wide and fighting the Genji. Like, you kind of just need to win the Genji 1v1. It's kind of what this comes down to. Because there's nothing else to do here. It's this or just shoot tank. Like, pick one. We kill the Genji, but that's because he misplays, not because we do something inherently correctly. I think Deadeye is okay, but no, I don't think it's okay. I think we need to not Deadeye there. Because even from the macro perspective, it doesn't make much sense. They shouldn't be fighting us for that space right now. We only get a kill because, yeah, as I mentioned, like the Genji misplaced there. Okay, so we're on the left side of the map because our soldiers on the right side, which is fine. I don't really have an issue with this. Typically, just like one thing to keep in mind on Oasis whenever you're looking at this from the macro lens, like you just want to think about how can you maximize angle control on these two doors here. So typically what ends up happening is you have one DPS here, one DPS here, and then you just poke the walk up. Like if you think about every single time on Oasis where you get stuck making this rotation, it's because I can almost guarantee you the defenders had a DPS here and a DPS here. It makes it so impossible to play the game because you're getting shot from both angles as you try to take space here. If there's any map in the game they need to rework, it's this one. This point is really horrible. It's really hard to take space effectively as a defender. There's no cover making this rotation. Like what they could do to make this map a lot better is just, oh, you know how there's like these pillars here on this side? They need to do that on this side as well. If they just did that, it'd make this point way easier to work with. But because that doesn't exist, there's not a way to take space very aggressively here. Okay. If there's any point they need to work, I'm talking about on Oasis. Of course, like I think Paraiso needs to just be removed from the game. Like their maps are horrible. On Oasis, if any of the points you need to rework, it's this one. This point just plays so poorly because it was designed in Overwatch 1. Like Oasis was the second map I think to ever come out in Overwatch. Iconworld was the first one. I'm trying to see where things went wrong here. You give space too early. You need to match intentions, right? Your Zarya is still fighting. These guys are still fighting. You come to main too early. You need to be shooting them here. Yeah, you might have killed Jetpack Cat and you might have killed Zarya even. You rotate away too early. Till I have the opposite problem on this map, though. I feel it's super hard to recontest as an attacker. What do you mean? That's what I'm talking about. This recontest, whenever they have the point cap and we're attacking, like I want to take the point from them, walking this way is really difficult. That's what I'm saying. And if the enemy team plays macro correctly and they put a dude here and they put a dude here, it's really difficult to walk forward. You said defense is where? I'm talking about how to play the defense to make it hard for the attackers. Okay. Poppy, your deadeyes are very frequently your worst. You need to work on your deadeyes. This deadeye, it could just be stronger if you were here. Yeah, I need you to come here and pop Deadeye here. It's the same thing, but you're on a way stronger angle. There's a bunch of times where you kind of just pop Deadeye in main to open up space, which is okay. But I need you to think about how can I... This Deadeye that I'm going for in main, how can I accomplish the same thing from a stronger angle? And then if you evaluate that it's not possible, like if this wasn't possible, for example, then it would be fine. Right? But if there's anything you need to work on, in my opinion, it's number one, you need to go deeper on some maps where where going deeper is an option. Like on this map, for example, going deeper isn't an option, right? You literally, there's nowhere to deepen, right? I can't go into their spawn, right? So that doesn't exist. But on the last map, it was definitely possible. I tried to clear main because Zarya was already pushing in. Yeah, but you had time to make the rotation. Look. This is what I'm saying. Like here. Like here, you should just make the rotation, right? Like, I don't think here, when your Zarya's walking, Now you should stop shooting these guys and rotate, or shoot and rotate at the same time. Reload, come to the higher ground and come here. Because you know the Genji's in main. You literally see him, right? So make the rotation here, boom. And then conveniently you would have walked into a good Deadeye. Like Deadeye, a lot of the time, you need to be thinking position first and then you just Deadeye there. Because the positions that are good for cast typically yield good Deadeyes anyway. Like a lot of the time when I was talking about you need to continue rotating the pop Deadeye behind them or whatever, the position was good anyway, and then the Deadeye just would have been even stronger there.
Not as quick as a...
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Get it done.
Okay, so you see your soldier come main. I don't want to see you come this way. Your soldier's main, go left side. I don't like stacking with people on this side of the map typically. Just start coming with your Zarya. Take this space aggressively with her, and then get active over here. Right? Let your soldier control this space on his own. You come get active with the Zarya. So I don't like you doubling up here. Yeah, even though you don't end up playing the same angle, I kind of just don't want you on this side of the map. Because the Zarya is now alone on this side. I wanted you to play with tank here. What do you think about going far right on gardens? Is this gardens? This side of the map, like where the soldier is fine, and how I normally play Oasis. I normally prefer this angle. I think it's really good unless they're playing like a diva. But my soldier's already here, so I should go play with my tank. Prefer playing with your... Then this is what I'm saying, like, prefer playing main when your other guy's angling. And your other guy's deep angling, so prefer playing main. How long are you going today? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be stream. I don't think I'm gonna go the full duration today. I just don't, like, I just lost all my energy. I might take a break for like 2 hours, stop streaming, and come back. Like do gameplay or something. But I don't think I'm gonna keep doing coaching after this. Poppy drains your energy? Nah. I don't think it's anything to do with you, to be honest. I don't know what happened. I just like I just lost everything. I need to like go outside or something. Okay, so here. This is actually fine. I actually don't mind this at all. From right side. Like, Poppy, I need you to, whenever you're in situations like this, you need to go deeper. Shoot them from here. This is really good from you. But, like, I just feel like you never send me codes where you do this. Like, where you need to go this way and do this. Like, I just feel like I don't get this from you. Or maybe it's just, I literally don't remember the last time I did your code. But, like, I need this play. This is what I need. Like, I feel like you just don't do that enough. Like, go deeper. Go deeper. Like, there's very few times, guys, and I need you guys to understand this. There's very few times where I get codes where people flank too much. Very, 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 very few times. I'd rather you guys flank too much. I do. You just didn't coach me in a month. Okay. I see. Well, I think you need to do it there. Because here's the problem. They can zone you and the soldier at the same time by coming to the same, like, one angle. Look. Boom. The Cassie's on that one angle. He kills the soldier, and then he also gets to zone you. Right. If you had map flipped, this would have been impossible. Right? Like, so for example, here. This would have been, like, how are they going to clear you? It's actually impossible. This is so winning. Nice headshot. But I honestly, Poppy, I don't know if I believe you that you map flip like this. Because this is like the third time you didn't do it. They had cat and I was low. Yeah, but you win the 1v1. And I don't think you were low. You had 220 health. You definitely could have done it. Yeah, you definitely could have won this one. You're not even low. You're 240 health now. And you win that duel with the cat. Tail, my problem with going deep like that is it feels like an error when I'm trying to match intentions. When Poppy was there and you said for him to go deeper, his Zarya was taking damage already. I feel like going deep there means I'm not getting active soon enough, even if it's a lower quality play. Zeta, do it. Literally just do it. The problem is you guys don't know if it's good or not because you don't do it enough. Like, literally go do it and figure out. Because here's the thing. Are you not perfectly synced with your Zarya's intentions? Like a literally perfect frame, perfect on engagement. Yeah, sure. But here's the thing. You have to understand, when you flank like this, you take a little bit of risk, which is you take 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds to make the rotation. But once you're here, the chance that you carry the fight from here is unbelievably high. Unbelievably high. Like, you win, you just win. This is checkmate. How are they going to kill you? Zarya's across the map. The Juno's not looking at you. This Genji's 1 HP. And then now you're unmarkable, by the way. No one can stop you from taking space because you would have been here making this rotation. And guess what? It would have worked out anyway because your Zarya is intelligent and doesn't just run it down. Like you have to understand that you're going to carry if you do plays like this. Sometimes the rotation is too long and people are already committed. So let's say, for example, this guy's playing Winston, okay? So if this guy's playing Winston and he jumps in, then you need to be thinking about, I need to be there right now. I need to be there right now, right? But if they're playing something like a Zarya, a slow tank, a Sigma, right? A Sigma, a Zarya, so on and so forth, it doesn't. Sometimes you have time to make the rotation, okay? Of course, it's not a black or white answer. It's going to depend on the situation. But multiple times throughout this code, Poppy has missed rotations like that are just totally avoidable. Like here, for example, whenever we take this angle on this fight, I think it was first fight, right? So here, for example, your tank is not even walking forward. Make the rotation, come wide. We end up doing that. But then, look again, your tank's not even walking. We need to go deeper. We need to go deeper. We need to do this. You have to go shoot back on here, right? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is what we're missing. And this is why I'm not... Poppy said he normally does this, but I kind of don't believe it because we missed it like 4 times this game. So I don't think it's a normal thing. Like, if you miss it once, I can kind of believe that it's a common thing for you. That, like, maybe you just missed that one opportunity. But we missed it like 4 times, which shows me that it's a pattern issue. Like, here, for example... we don't walk forward. Like, we use Deadeye here. Like, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Typically, good positions are for Cassidy are good Deadeye positions anyway. Like, if you came this way and came here and Deadeye here, it'd be perfect. We just hit the sub goal as I'm ranting. But no one even subbed, so, I mean, other than Yumi a minute ago. Like, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, I need you guys to keep rotating. Like, err on the side of flanking too much. You will learn so much faster. It's insane to me. Like, you will learn just way faster. Poppy's University was largely good. I didn't have really... It was largely good. This was his best map by far. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, this was good. It's just the other 2 maps where rotating was an option. He didn't rotate enough. On this one, you should have took, like, 1 or 2 more 1v1s, but the general premise of how we play this was fine. I don't really have an issue with this. I'll try it tonight, coach. Okay. Well, we love that. Also, thank you guys for the support today. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm like a little bit tired today. I don't really know why. Okay. So... did we watch this already? Yeah, we did. We just like died in there. Which I don't really care about that much. I subbed? Oh, it's not showing me. I haven't got an update. But if you did sub recently, Midas, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Much appreciated. Thank you for the love, Sketchy. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. So this is where we were. Okay, and this is when I critiqued you for not going wide enough, and then you end up getting marked by the cast, and your guy dies. Yeah. Okay. Shoot cast, whatever. Honestly, whatever. Don't really mind that. Technically, there, you should have been playing off the point, but I understand why you're there because it's 99. Okay, so it's actually good from you. I like this a lot. Your whole team is fighting on point, so instead of walking to them, like instead of pathing this way to help them, right, you come right side to take more space. Love that from you. Like, that's really good. I don't like that roll, but I understand why you do it. Nice kills. Nice job. Okay, now where's my soldier playing? Did we see soldier? I guess you're just controlling the lane, so that's fine. You know he's not here.
Domina has arrived.
Shoot Zarya. Hide from Skynoon. Okay, one thing that I'd like to see from you, Poppy, is like, let me just show you. Let me actually just show you. So one thing I do that I don't see from you guys enough, if you go to my YouTube,
My intuition here is to rat. Yeah, that's what I would be doing. That's what I was going to show him. Like, one thing I'd love to see from Poppy here is if you go to my last gameplay stream. Ah, fuck. It's on YouTube. Or it's on Twitch. If you go to the Twitch VODs. But, like, if you ever watch how I play on...
Those are just really big dogs.
Alright, Kuma Monster, chill. Alright, Kuma Monster, chill. I can hear myself. Mute myself. Holy moly. Okay, like, if we go to the last VOD of me playing the game... there's a code on Oasis. No, this was the last coaching stream. Code on Oasis. No, this was the last coaching. So here, is this the gameplay stream? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I played Oasis here. They're doing. Look at where I'm at. Okay, so we just capped a point. Look at this.
Okay, thank God I rolled to the mega. That was a nightmare otherwise.
Okay. So I'm fighting these people on the side of the map, and then I look to cut off their rotation here. Kill the Curie, whatever. Then I set up for next fight. Where do I go? In their spawn, and I rat.
Oh, I got that Twitch money. That's true. The Twitch paychecks are they're doing.
This is the kind of gameplay I need from you guys. It's really strong. It doesn't work in this situation, but I need you to try this stuff.
Holy moly.
It's really strong. I'm never getting cleared here in a million years. They're never clearing this space. Right, the only reason I get cleared is I don't hear the Domina, so she sees me early. But look at this. I forced the Dom to turn for me. Look, Dom, instead of walking main, is shooting me.
HP from that, by the way.
Which makes her late.
I got 100 health from that or something.
Yeah, I mean, I probably could have played that slightly better, but like, it's just I'm just trying to show you guys that the energy of how I played that is what I need from you. For me, I would have saw we had one ult and Prob had more, and standing left door would just be making second. Yeah, like, we have 2 ultis here, and our guy died early. Like, whatever. Like, most importantly, we should know our Zarya is dead, and she's walking back from spawn. And now she's on Domino, which is an even slower tank. Right, like here, if you look to his right here, boom, he'd see, oh, my tank's in spawn, right? So holding aggressively wouldn't make any sense here. So you could poke the walk up here, but we shouldn't be holding this space. Yeah, like this is really good for him. I would have ratted personally in that situation, but I understand why you did it. As long as your rationale for not ratting here is we have 2 ultimates, so we can maybe win with those, then that's fine. Otherwise, we should look for a rat. I think I ended up ratting even when our team had ults here.
Holy moly.
I don't think I hit tab. Do I? No, I don't hit tab. Notice, by the way, I'm in the rat angle and I'm looking at main through the wall.
Holy moly.
Main is like here, and look at who's on my screen. Hazard and Vendetta. So I can see when they're engaging. I did look for a high noon play. Good. Yeah, I should have hit tab there, actually. Like, unironically, it was really strong. Wait, what? I didn't even process this high noon. Wait, what happened? That is fine. And I like that you didn't hold it as well. Nice. And then now we need to rat. Now we have no ultimates. We need to rat here. For sure. Nah. Like, I wouldn't have done any of that. I would have, like, stood here and just went AFK. Or, like, wait for it in their spawn or something like that. Maybe you didn't have time. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Your soldiers on the right side of the map, so rotating to the right is worse. You just don't roll early. You roll too late here. Yeah, whatever. Just need a slightly earlier roll from you there, but other than that, the fight is okay.
My ultimate is charging.
Okay, deny the lane. Really good kill. Silver ball's broken. Nice shot. Nice. Nice shot. Yeah. So this point was actually pretty good from you. I didn't mind it. It was kind of weird with the soldier, right? Because your soldier's playing on this angle most of the time. But your city center was super weak. Like, super weak. Super weak. I needed you, if you're going to rotate, like, the reason that this point is so strong for Cass and solo queue is you have a lot of map flipping rotational options. Right? You can come right side and get active on backline. On this side of the map, Cassie's really good for this, like, for these fights on this side. And then you can map flip like this as well, which is really good. Like, I need you to play more aggressively. Like, guys, keep in mind, I'd rather you flank too much than not enough. Okay? a big part of your guys' problem is you'll come to angles like this, like you and I literally just forgot. I think it's Bashy that was right before you. Like both of you guys come to a choke, you get scared and leave. Like if you can, do a map flip and then force them to come clear you because you're so expensive. Like if there's a Cassidy here versus a Cassidy here, they can ignore this Cassidy. They can't ignore this one, right? Because then I can just flank back on and kill somebody. So you force a response, which is extremely strong in solo queue. Extremely strong. Unless they're playing D.Va, right? These are the heroes that counter you. D.Va, Ball, Winston, dive tanks that can come clear you easily at very low cost. It's stuff like this is good. Like they're playing Zarya. The only person who can mark you is Genji. Just win the 1v1. Okay, if you shoot him one time before he's on you, it's winning for cast. So you just have to get the shot on him first. Okay? So I need stronger. I need you guys to commit to rotations more. Also, look at this green carpet. But yes. Great last map from you. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think I can do any more coaching today. I'm sapped. I'm really, really sapped. I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make the spreadsheet tutorial video today. And then I'm going to maybe record some gameplay and do a gameplay video. Next stream, next coaching stream is gonna be Monday. And then we're gonna go from there. Bro's like, why am I tired? But stay up till like 1 a.m. playing Overwatch. I think this was, I got off at like midnight or something. No, but I've done coaching streams with like 3 hours of sleep. Like today, I'm just beat. I don't know why. Like coaching today just kind of took it out of me. I don't know why. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Next stream is gonna be on Monday for coaching. I might do a gameplay stream this weekend. Just because this one's short and plus I need content, so I might do that. But stay on the lookout for, there's gonna be a video tomorrow. It's probably gonna be the spreadsheet video. I'm not too sure on timeline. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I really appreciate everyone's support as usual. Thank you to everyone who subbed today and being a part of the community. Like I really truly appreciate that. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Let's get a raid going. Is Evie streaming? I thought Evie was streaming. I think they're streaming later, so yeah, they're not on. Okay, who's streaming? Who do you guys want to raid? Who do we want to raid here? Who's your favorite 30 streamer and 30 viewer Andy that you want to? Oh wait, Evie is streaming. Okay, we're gonna raid Evie. Raid Montana, you're not even streaming, bro. Thanks for streaming. I always appreciate lurking. Yeah, Rin, thank you for being part of the community. I appreciate it. For all my lurkers, much appreciated. I really appreciate you guys being here. And being a part of the community. So what are your thoughts about the idea I gave you in DMs? I'll check it out. Oh, I'll DM you later. I haven't been able to. I haven't worked on anything other than the spreadsheet and school stuff, and I played a little bit of Overwatch yesterday. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna raid Evie. Everyone, thank you guys for tuning in. If you don't know Evie, they are an educational creator, also insane tank players. Definitely check them out. But we're gonna start the raid, and then I will see everybody on Monday. So keep your eyes peeled. Also check out the new spreadsheet if you haven't already. ! Spreadsheet to check it out. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you all for being here, and I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye bye.
Support.